Blah, blah, blah.
No, because Smud's voice does send people to sleep. It's official now.
I do this to people.
Oh.
I'm not telling you to go to sleep.
We have Maggie. Aren't we happy?
Yeah.
We so happy
you know what? Okay,
Maggie
I
Day?
actually watched a bit of this. I have to say, I've only seen about half. Out of all the Maggie Mae Fish videos, this is the best. By best is what I mean is it's not the crazy ones, and it's not
despite the thumbnail.
Okay, yeah, looking at the screen terrifies you, but listening to her is like, you know what? I see where she's coming from. It's not that insane. So there's a level of crazy, but it's not like, okay, girlfriend crazy. No, it's like sort of friend in grade school crazy, like saying stupid shit. You're like, all right, that's fine, whatever.
Can we drop it anyway and just continue the conversation from the green room?
No. We gotta go. Anyway, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast 320, Zack Snyder series, part 1. Superman saves the cat. If you haven't figured it out by the thumbnail, that is Miss Maggie Mae Fish. It is the end of the month on a Friday. Welcome and enjoy, because this is an easy one. This is a layup. This is a not too long Maggie Mae Fish video. Let me see how long this thing is. 15 and a half minutes. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's almost doable.
That's a walk in the park.
There might not even be a part 2 to this, thank God.
Hey, then we can do Lindsay Ellis right after.
Oh no, we could just continue living our lives and be happy that we still want to live these lives.
The weather.
What are you talking about? What is that? What is this ominous life you talking about?
Well, yeah, the weather today, at least where I'm at in Toronto, is humid and relaxing, and it's rainy. So in case the internet cuts out, I do apologize. The rain is stopped now, but it was raining before. There could be some repairs on my street. I never know with the rain, so I do apologize if anything gets cut. But hopefully we'll have a good stream, and everyone get along and argue quietly to each other, not screaming, and have a good time. So you guys are all good to go. This will take some time. It is a Maggie Mae Fish video after all, and
Yeah, no, I've got free time now.
Okay, good stuff. Let's get started. Oh, Mike Testa, always Mike Testa. How's it going, buddy?
Straight in.
Smud, will this super chat be in the thumbnail? The thumbnail of this video? What are you talking about?
That's what he's asking.
I guess that's what he's asking.
When you upload a video, will it be in the thumbnail?
Depending, I don't actually make thumbnails for the Smudcast. I just pick the one that YouTube recommends out of the 3. So maybe we'll see this. Maybe it won't. It's up to you. I really don't know. I like the background with well, I don't like it, but it's the Maggie Mae Fish face. But it tells you what
she made deliberately.
Yeah, like it's kind of scary. It's kind
with zombie Superman.
I don't know.
He looks like a zombie. Zombie vampire?
No. Asian zombie vampire.
Her eyes are soulless, I can say that.
She has a bit of an Asian eyelid thing going for her. So it's kind of hard to figure out what her genetics are. But if she wasn't so crazy, the context of her face wouldn't be terrifying. If she was just a nice girl who likes to sing and dance, I'd be like, she's pretty.
No.
But
she's quirky, not insane.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen this type of face too often. No. If I didn't know who she was, I would still stay away.
Really? Okay.
Yes. It's a certain type of glare smile in the eyes that tells me.
Think
that looks like a cluster B or something.
I think she'd be nice to go not to take on a date, but if she's at the bar and you're already with friends or whatever, and you could say hello, like she'd be fun to talk to. I think.
Yeah, she could entertain you for a few minutes.
Yeah, that's all I want. That's all I want.
Okay.
I don't want to take her out. Just a few.
You don't want to take her home to your mum at the weekend.
No.
Just buy her fries and tell her that she's a bitch.
That is the best outcome. That is the best thing I could possibly do for her.
Streaming in the rain.
Unless you're in Canada, then you buy her like poutine or some shit. But it's the same idea. Anyway, Kyle Rocket, hey, thanks for the donation. Smud, your emotional scars are starting to look like suicide attempt scars. No, I feel good. Everything's good. Seriously, does torturing yourself make you feel like a man down there? You know what? I gotta say this again. This is her best video that I've seen so far. It doesn't drive you crazy.
Are you? Is this some Stockholm syndrome thing going on?
No.
It's
I'm
actually
honest.
not good. It's
legitimately
just
the
you growing attachment to her.
Dunn, did you see this video?
No, I don't watch this shit.
I've seen it about a year ago.
Okay.
But it wasn't like terribly bad.
Exactly.
Not compared to like a lot of her others.
Yeah, but
really awful
the
stuff.
major problem is whenever Smud goes, this isn't going to be a bad video, I go, okay. If it turns out to be one of the worst things I've ever watched in my life.
Okay.
And then,
all right.
Since then, he said this about what, about 12 times since the first time you ever said to me.
All right. Well, to be fair,
it's got progressively worse, and I'm just like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me.
To be fair, in my opinion, I was playing a game, and this was on in the background.
See?
Oh, God. So you missed 80% of what was said.
I was getting more frustrated with the game than I was with the video, so I was like, all right, what's the balance here? What do I like listening to more? And it was Maggie Mae Fish. So I was like, all right.
Oh, so if you put ants on your eyeballs, then Maggie Mae Fish becomes good. Okay.
Yes, that's a good analogy. I like that. Yes, I agree.
I just love the fact that the more, if I start probing Smud's watched this video before, it turns out that it might have been in the background while he was out shopping or something. Like, I wasn't actually
I was being
in the
tortured.
same room as the video playing.
Yeah,
it was like I was somewhere else.
Someone was
didn't seem
breaking
so
my
bad
legs.
because I was stabbing myself in the leg several times while I was watching it.
Yeah,
great.
That's a good baseline. Am I in physical pain? That's actually worse than listening to Maggie Mae Fish. Okay, so good baseline.
I don't think that's an objective way to rate the quality of Maggie Mae Fish.
You would think that.
I think that's the perfect way to rate Maggie Mae Fish. Is physical torture worse than her video?
How much physical torture do you need to put yourself to like the video?
Well, as long as I'm not.
You're welcome, folks, for introducing us to our. You're welcome, folks, for introducing us to our most torturous enemy. It's like if you were locked in a room with Stalin, Hitler, and Maggie Mae Fish, you're like, this is not the worst person here.
All right.
I would take Stalin or Hitler over Maggie Mae Fish. They seem less like. They seem more logical and less insane.
They seem like bros you could have a beer with.
I think I could at least attempt to have a rational conversation with them. They're also insane, but I think there's more rationality going on with these two.
To be honest with you, I think that at least with Stalin and Hitler, you could end up with like shots like at the end of the night, and not have Hitler like trying to like get onto every other guy. Maggie would.
Hitler will have some understanding of art, which is nice if you're talking about aesthetics. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell Stalin's into, but it's got to be like
genocide and starvation.
Oh right, yeah.
Vodka,
and borscht and
vodka.
Pierogies. I don't know, kapusta soup. I don't know, something Eastern European.
He's very big and using ice pick.
Oh.
Yeah, I honestly don't know the hobbies of Stalin.
No idea, yeah. Anyway, other random...
You should ask a communist.
Why? Photoshop.
How would they know?
I don't know. How would the communists know? They don't even know about communism. How would they know about one of the main leaders of communism? Stalin who?
Well, dear communists, what can you tell us about the hobbies of Stalin?
Outside of killing people, he really likes scotch.
Stalin? Who the fuck is Stalin?
All right, let's get started. Mike Testa, there are several with my super chats as thumbnails. Oh, well, there you go, Mike. You're well known in the chat world. As you can see, I see 4 of yours on the screen. That's how much you like to super chat.
Already.
Here's two more. Smud, I've seen Asians. Don't you dare go in denial. Okay, I'm just saying the upper part of her eyelids remind me of Asians. I'm not being racist.
Ow.
I'm not being
She
blunt.
has way too much of a forehead for that.
Sure.
Why?
Well, honest.
I think she escaped the island next to England.
The island next to England. Do you mean Ireland?
Right.
She has very soft greenish eyes for her brown hair.
All right, here's last one from Mike. Smud is confirmed going in denial over Maggie. Guys, I watched half the video. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Half.
More than half.
Oh wait, hold on. I watched the video. I watched the video while I was playing a video game. I may have watched half the video. This is getting less and less of like you've actually watched this video.
It's not gonna drive you nuts, okay? It's not gonna.
In the part that you have seen and witnessed and processed while you were distracted.
I think that's a good baseline so that you can jump in fully and watch the whole thing. I think that's good enough. If it was crazy the first few minutes, then I'd be like, oh yeah.
Oh, you never know when you suddenly get a peak of madness.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, let's get
This
going.
and then you randomly call the thing out. And, nope, this is enough. Go.
Yeah,
go
we
away,
got 15 and a half minutes. We better get started. This will take some time. So all right, let's go. Everyone's in the watch together. We're good to go. Sound is good. Audio is good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get started.
Everything.
Whew.
In 2017, James Cameron gave an interview where he mentioned a few directors that he admired, including Zack Snyder.
These are established filmmakers now, but I remember being very inspired by them when they first kind of broke on the scene, like Zack Snyder and Robert Rodriguez, guys that were just creating their own new cinematic language.
And I was like, okay.
She wasn't actually interviewing him. She was just making believe she was talking to James Cameron.
Yeah, because there's no way in God's green earth that was the actual. Oh god, that was embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
She lives in her own world. It's I don't want to visit, but
let me drug up some sort of interview with someone. Imagine I'm the interviewer and I'll voice over it. That's great.
Yeah, and then do a really, really bad job of pretending to be the interviewer because going, yeah. No, that's not what interviewers say. They usually keep quiet while the person's answering.
I'd like to take a short, very, 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 very short look into Maggie's world. Just so I can see. Well, maybe just so I can see, like.
Dunn, you know, mere
exactly?
mortals can't look at Lovecraftian horror.
I'm not a mere mortal. I'm an immortal vampire, eldritch vampire, dude.
No, you're not. You're a box maker. You're gonna have to accept that. You're a simple box maker from whatever state you live in. I forgot now.
I'm in
Utah,
Mormonville, aka Utah.
Oh my god, I guessed it before I said it.
Yeah, I would have been actually kind of more impressed if you'd said Idaho, because Idaho is Utah 2.0 in many ways.
Listen, you're already naming more states than I'm vaguely aware of. Yeah, let's stick with Utah.
All right. Well, who
I know
knows?
Kansas.
Who knows about the insight into Maggie's world? Dunn. I don't know how far you want to go there, but I think her style of makeup is enough to explain her mental state in some certain cases. So I don't know how far you want to go.
Long mental state gone and long forgotten.
She likes makeup. You can't deny a girl what she likes. She enjoys it.
What sort of government does her mental state employ?
What sort of government does a mental state employ? We're asking the big questions now.
That's beyond my pay grade. I have no idea. And
what government do they have in Tanzania?
Anyway, let's
Whatever it is, it's the opposite of that. So.
I can't compute this question. We're going to have to continue. I'm getting her confused now.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
I get what Zack Snyder has a pretty specific, recognizable style. But the more I thought about Cameron's comment, especially the words new cinematic language, the more I thought, wait, what? Well, as much as I love some of James Cameron's work, this is the same James Cameron who has been working on 500 Avatar movies. So does new mean the same thing to
We
James
made
Cameron
one.
that it means to me? Who knows? But we can dig into what
Well,
Cameron
he's working
means by
on them. He hasn't
cinematic
made them
language.
yet.
I've used the term before, or the term cinematic grammar, to mean the way a director's choices create meaning within a movie. And that means every choice from shot selection to dialogue to audience expectation to acting style to editing to genre conventions to sound design and more. Directors build meaning through the interplay of all of these things. For a more academic take, Looking at Films, An Introduction to Film by Dave Monahan and Richard Barsom, defines cinematic language as the accepted systems, methods, or conventions by which the movie communicates with the viewer. Instead of arranging words into sentences, cinematic language combines and composes a variety of elements. For example, lighting, movement, sound, acting, and a number of camera effects into single shots. Most of these individual elements carry conventional, generalized meanings. But when combined with any number of other elements and presented in a particular context, that element's standardized meaning grows more individuated and complex. So while two directors may use the same technique, for example, a low-angle shot, when combined with all the other elements in the scene, that low angle can come to mean two.
Is that really a low-angle shot for the original Christopher Reeve thing compared to what Zack Snyder's doing?
I don't really think so.
I don't know. Let's just
Yeah,
go.
because those two camera angles are completely different, and you can clearly see that. Because in one of them, you can see you are literally like underneath Henry Cavill, while with Christopher Reeve, it's just like you're looking straight at him.
Yeah, it's a profile shot.
The only reason he's looking down is because he's talking to Lois Lane on top of a step. That's why he's looking down. He's not looking down at the camera. It's like like someone says, it's a profile shot. While with him, so.
And in the right picture, he's flying down to the ground with this thing in his arms. So it's supposed to be low, like this from the ground's perspective. So we want to see the object in his hands, and he comes closer to the camera. So I don't know if you could argue the left is a low angle shot. He's just a tall fellow, and he's standing on something higher. So
yeah, but it's also the fact that he's not looking. It's like the camera doesn't feel like it's below him. He's just looking down at something off camera.
Yeah, it's level. It's not too low. It's not too high. It's just sort of. It's a profile shot.
This is literally like this is like pretty much. This is pretty much like her going, look at these two Dutch angles. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? These are not. Maggie, do you know what different camera angles are?
Yeah.
To quote our good friend Hawk's favorite movie of all time, I'm brushing up on looking down. I'm working on my roar.
What's my favourite movie done? Because there's a lot of movies that could apply to, but I don't like.
Lion King.
Oh, Lion King. Oh God.
Yeah.
No, that's Hamlet.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's actually no. It's Henry the Fourth, Part 1 and 2, with a bit of smattering of Hamlet throughout.
No.
Anybody says
King,
otherwise is Shakespeare.
Richard III.
I didn't know you liked Shakespeare so much.
Jeremy Irons.
Well, I did Shakespeare at school.
Oh,
I did
really?
loads of Shakespeare.
You did drama?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I used to do drama. Yeah, I used to do acting.
Yeah, same.
Interesting.
Yeah, same.
Richard III.
Same.
What you do about
my family really enjoys going to the Utah Shakespeare Festival every year.
Oh, yeah. No, I really did. I do like Shakespeare. Yeah. Once you start reading actual Shakespeare, you realise that most people who talk about Shakespeare don't know Shakespeare.
Yeah, they don't. It's kind of frustrating, and I can definitely agree with that.
All right. Well, good to know. I'll be sure to reference some more Shakespearean scenarios if they ever have to pop up. Great, good stuff. Here's Mike Testa. Why did
I'm gonna get jumped. I'm gonna get jumped with Shakespeare now.
Just random quotes.
Like Julius Caesar. A 2 smud boy.
A rose by another name would still be called a rose.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Mike Testa. Why did she tape her prawn over the interview?
What?
Mike, if you think this is her porn, I don't know, man.
I just got the fact that because I just remember she just went, yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's the only noises she makes during sex.
Oh God.
Oh dear, yeah.
In the same like tone, yeah, yeah.
She's delighted to be listening to. I'm sure. Kyle Rocket. Hey, Kyle.
Oh
Smud,
God.
you said we were in a Maggie Mae video. You said we were a Maggie Mae video. So why am I looking at a fusion of overly attached girlfriend and Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka?
Holy
That's
shit!
a
Yeah.
very good way to put it.
It's
That's a good way to put it.
It's the facial expression
We do
she's
need to watch
got.
that.
It's so wide-eyed.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrifying. Yeah.
We do need to watch that movie for Smud movies sometime.
Do we really have to?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. You'll hate it. That's why it will be funny.
But listen, I've seen it already, and I know I hate it. I don't have to see it again. There's no reason to re-go over it.
Well, it was not as long as Justice League, so it probably is better to watch. So.
There's very few things that are as long as Justice League Smud. That are very
That was
few
long.
things.
I don't know if you guys remember. You saw the voice on the radio. He posted the second part, but that was just exhausting.
There was a slow motion scene of someone putting a cup of coffee down.
You know, I
Why?
like when movies take their time and do things more visually, show don't tell. But that was just long, and that was not a long man. It was just long.
Yeah, like Sound of Music is a long
Everything
film.
was long.
But it was designed to have intermissions. It was designed to be like a 2 or 3-parter in the cinema back in the day. And you only watch it once a year near Christmas if you ever.
I doubt he planned it like that. I really doubt it.
It was just boring and slow. And, oh my God. Anyway, we are still talking about Zach. But
So artificially.
And if you take so much time to make that movie, and even do reshoots and extra scenes like that stupid dystopian desert future nonsense with Jared Leto, instead, you should have given us some backstory to DC Thanos. I forgot his name.
Thanos, Flash, something. I was just
Darkseid, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Give us
Or
that,
Darkseid.
because all I got was some dude without armor gets hit in the face once and is beaten, and then he comes back, and I'm supposed to be afraid of him because he got punched in the face once and lost because of that. Like, no, give me backstory. How does this guy work? Why is he terrifying? There's so much in the DC universe about this character, but that movie just made him look like some random douchebag that doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
That's what should have gotten more attention, not this nonsense in the desert.
I think he's the literal incarnation of. Sorry. Go ahead, Dunn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was thinking, like, he's just a dude, and it's kind of sickening that, like, that's what Zach is capable of in terms of making his villains.
Well, let's put it this way.
No.
Everyone's saying he did a good job with Jared Leto's Joker, and I'm just like, nope, he still looks shit, and he still acts like shit, and it's still shit. So, well done.
The lines were written
the
like
runtime
shit.
is also hard. But also
Wow,
artificially
he's
inflated
got-
because of the slow-mo.
Yeah, wow, you've
The slow-mo is
smeared
also
red.
just...
Yeah, you've smeared red around Jared Leto's face. That looks more like the Joker now because something, I don't know, it just, yay.
Yeah, and that's just that Joker is not funny, not witty, not interesting, not scary. He's just
intimidating,
pretentious. It's just a pretentious guy who babbles nonsense.
Yeah,
There's nothing to this Joker. Nothing.
he's literally like the douchebag you see next to the jukebox in a bar with like tattoos everywhere, who no one really wants to talk to, but thinks is like amazingly cool, and he's like, ugh, go away.
He's the guy who wanted to be Joker.
Yeah, he's like the kid. He's like the kid who every Halloween dresses up as a really shitty version of a Joker and thinks he's cool, and then acts really weird.
He's like the
Yeah.
It's like the guy who I forgot the name. No, I forgot the name already. The guy who made the last Doctor Who run. The way that guy saw
Chris
Doctor Who.
Chibnall?
Yes, Chibnall.
Chibnall?
Yeah, the way that guy understood Doctor Who is the way that the Jared Leto Joker understands the Joker.
Yeah. I mean, even was it David
Superficial
Ayer?
noises.
Is it David Ayer? Was it who made the first Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, even he
That's
said.
it.
Yeah, even he said, looking back, if he could do anything to better Suicide Squad, it was not make the Joker look or act anything like the way that they did.
Cool.
In
That's a great admission.
Mm-hmm. I think he said his own love of tattoos blinded him to what should have been in the character design.
All right. Let's go.
Because David Ayer is like tons of tattoos, which are nice. They look nice, but it doesn't work for the Joker.
Okay. Mike Testa, he's referencing myself, so she likes makeup. And so do chimps, Mud Boy. Yeah, but the chimps eat it. They don't play with it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, we test most of the makeup on chimps.
Ooh.
So
There you go.
let's put away. If a chimpanzee looks good, don't worry. Most women will look equally as good.
Oh, dear. Okay. Here's the last one from Mike Testament. Go ahead.
What does it say about you when the makeup doesn't help you?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Here's Mike Testa for the last one. Dunn, why are you recording while on a horse cart? What?
Yeah, because there's slight like clocking noises in the background. It sounds like on Monty Python and the Holy Grail when they're using coconuts.
I thought it was a very far away ping pong table.
Yeah, it's fine. I barely even know. It's not like last time where it sounded like Dunn was walking through a construction site fighting a box monster. So it's okay.
All right.
I just barely gotten about 150 new legendary cards, and I need to put the box together for them.
Yeah, but listen, that's understandable. But it sounds a lot better. You're doing okay.
Anyways, let's not contemplate what's happening in our background of our lives. Okay. Let's just keep
We
going.
can hear it.
That's fine. I don't care.
It's fine. We're fine.
That's wonderful. That's great. I don't care. Wish is like, you put my entire family down the house fire. I don't care. It's fine. Don't worry. Let's continue with the video. We've got Maggie Mae Fish. I don't care about
Let's
your
continue.
life
This is
story.
the highlight of our month, guys. Come on, let's keep going.
Mean two very different things.
Yeah.
In one example, a low angle may invite the audience to identify with a short character, such as a child, resulting in a sense of wonder. In another example, a low angle may be employed to make the character on screen seem overpowering, making the audience feel weak and beneath them.
Okay, the overpowering thing is he's frickin'
Don't get
Superman.
that sense.
And
I'm sorry. I've got a big ego, but I am not as strong as Superman.
I don't need a low angle shot to explain
It's
that.
not the right word to use here, Maggie.
My God, I don't believe.
He's flying in
Why
the
not?
air and lifting a freaking shuttlecraft piece.
Yeah,
What do you need,
By that
Maggie?
same logic, someone standing on the winner's stairs at the Olympics is making you feel beneath them.
Because the cameraman's physically lower than
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, that's Maggie. That's not.
Yeah,
how it works. That's not what it means.
This is almost as stupid as Abby's not as jacked as the Hulk, so she's an average person.
Here's a
That's
giant.
It's like the guy ass fucking her.
Oh yeah, we did find out that actually, in fact, if you pause it at the right thing, it does look like Naughty Dog used the exact same body model for both the guy and Abby. Because the shoulders and the neck are exactly the same, as well as the pecs. So it looks like they've just put Abby's head onto the male character's body model.
Let's not think about that, okay?
I thought about it, and I regret every decision
us
I've
think
ever
about
made in my
it.
life.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not have to go there today. I think Maggie's enough.
Yeah, let's keep Yeah, Maggie's
Yeah, Maggie.
kind of enough,
Maggie
yeah.
let's think happy thoughts. Come on, Maggie.
No. So don't worry. I found another guy to marry him. His name is White Dragon. He's gonna.
Who? What's that?
White Dragon.
The White Dragon. The White Dragon. He's one of my frequent co-hosts.
Oh, I thought it was like a white supremacist or something like that.
Oh, Smud, for shame. You assume I said white, and you immediately assume it's WHIT. For shame.
Yes.
Because the KKK rank is called Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White Dragon was like slang for a drug or something.
Mm.
Chinese drug?
Well, white hashish, maybe? I don't know.
Why? Jesus.
What the hell?
I love this show. This show's great.
Well,
Anyway. Maggie.
But Zack Snyder, we can pretty
No.
easily identify specific aspects of Snyder's cinematic language. For example, his use of super slow motion in violent action scenes, his use of dark, brooding imagery, his preference or reliance on comic books for source material, his use of hypermasculine men engaging in displays of tremendous physical strength, filling the frame with particle effects like sparks or rain or snow. These are just some of Snyder's signature moves, his go-to techniques that contribute to his trademark style. But looking at Snyder's work in a
terrible
vacuum
scene.
isn't
That
going to
is
tell us
terrible
much, since
Yeah, let's just hop over this dangerous object that's going to destroy this building behind me. It's like, thanks, Superman.
Yeah, I also love the fact that people try and defend that by saying there's no one in the building. We're in their garage. And I'm like, what, so you've never seen people park their car in daylight hours?
Or just have
It's just...
the destruction of property just continue. He's like, hey, I could stop this.
Also,
Nah.
also, you can't tell whether a collapsing building isn't going to affect people outside collapsing building. Or building next to collapsing building. That's why Superman wouldn't jump over the fucking thing by trying to stop it.
That movie.
Whole point of Superman, and Zack didn't get it.
Well, Zack thinks that Superman should be a genocidal, murderous monster because anyone with any sort of power would be killing people. It's just natural, and I'm just like, Zack, calm the fuck down, mate.
Yeah, the beauty of Superman is that he's aware of how strong he is, and he has to control himself every moment of his life, or else people will die.
Yep.
And he has to be aware, and not only is he hyper aware of that, he's also aware of the physical world around him because he can move so fast. So if he can see this huge object like a what is that, a tanker truck or whatever that was, It's like, oh,
Yeah, a fuel tanker. Yeah.
yeah, this is going to explode. This is going to cause some damage around me because of me. I have to protect this from blowing up. And, nah, I'll get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's like we have, the D&D grid for, like, lawful good. He's, like, true neutral at that point. He's like, whatever. I'll just get out of the way.
He's not even on the grid. He's that about everything. You can't place him anyway. He's like, wow, man, you just don't give a shit, do you, about anything?
Hey,
Good, bad, evil.
You kind of suck, Superman. Why do you suck at your job?
Oh, yeah. Trust me, all the heroes suck in the fucking DCEU. You wouldn't want any of them coming to save you.
Mm-hmm.
Even Cyborg has some problems, which is kind of weird because he can nuke the world over, but he doesn't use all this armor. He can use normal weapons, but no, he can nuke the planet. It's like, okay, oh shit, that's pretty scary. How about using nothing? Oh, thanks, Cyborg. Do nothing. That's great.
Yeah. Or like when Wonder Woman decides to obliterate that guy instead of just like knocking him out. Like she did with
Use an
everybody.
AoE move in front of hostages.
Yeah, and then it goes.
You just turn him into
They all
pigs.
That makes the building explode outwards onto the cop standing beneath.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like she used so much power it turned the guy into a hat. So.
You know what? First, she has to show off.
Everyone is dead in that room, by the way.
Yeah, she has to show off first by stopping bullets one at a time, as opposed to just stopping the guy firing the automatic gun at everyone.
Also, that's not how machine gun bullets work. You can't. If you shoot a machine gun, the bullets don't come out one at a time as like neatly and like slowly to give you time to do it. They come out quite fast. And there's a thing called spraying. So
yeah, but they wanted to do that bullshit where she's like fucking flailing around, deflecting the bullets and everything with that song. Yeah, okay, we get it. You spent your money on that choir, we get it.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's use it 8 times throughout the film. Like,
No, it's not even 8 times throughout the film. It's 8 times throughout that one scene.
And
every time Wonder Woman shows up,
horribly.
Yeah, every time Wonder Woman shows up, they have to use that music, and you're just like, oh my god, that's gonna be
she just peers in the doorway.
Okay,
when she makes coffee.
Here's Mike.
It sounds like the start of it sounds like the start of a really bad like 1980s like rock band.
It's like watching Xena Warrior Princess, but instead of Xena screaming, she has a choir behind her doing it for her. She's doing like a backflip and then like.
I'm talking about the guitar portion of it.
Oh,
There's also the.
Yeah, like she just looks through a window.
I haven't watched Xena since my childhood, but someone said that the themes are similar.
Yes, it sounds like a bunch of screaming women in the background. So. The thing is, what's her name? Lucy Lawless is actually a very good singer, so she can pull it off, and she sounds good doing it. Whereas this is just a bunch of choir people just hitting high notes, and you're just like, why? Why are you doing this? Anyway,
it's a bunch of women on an island singing.
I'm an Amazon.
Zack Snyder is one of the most superficial directors working in Hollywood currently.
Yeah.
Here is a few Mike Testa super chats. And you think Maggie will do not the same? Question mark, exclamation mark.
Yes, that's exactly what we're thinking as well, Mike. What are you on about?
Here's another one. No, the head rank of the clan is the Elder Wizard. Really?
That may be. That may be, but they have lots of stupid rank titles. I don't know the order of them. Like some local leaders of Cyclops, I think, and then you get the dragon and the Grand Dragon or Elder Dragon or some bullshit. The KKK sounds a lot like a really, really gone off the rails, really, really stupid Dungeons and Dragons fan club.
Yeah. It does kind of sound that. I'm going to name
That's
myself...
the kids that the actual Dungeons and Dragons players don't want to play with.
Yeah. The KKK is just stupid, period.
All right, here is Tyler Preston for the donation. This is interesting. Random comment from Maggie's video. Curio redirected me to this series. Yo, you two gave us such an insight into the ideology of Snyder? What the hell? What? That I am shameful I never noticed all this patterns while watching his movies. Okay, I don't think he's using the word ideology correctly.
He's got a political bias toward Ayn Rand libertarianism, but that's it.
But you can't.
How's that reflected in his movies?
You can't really read that from watching Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. It doesn't really come across that.
You know when I watch 300, I think of Ayn Rand.
Reminds me of Ayn Rand.
Yeah, those Persians, man. Those are the capitalists, the evil capitalists. You're like, what?
Oh, you know something? I've just thought about it. I can just see the next title. Like, is 300 like BioShock in its way that it deals with? Oh my god!
I am Ryan.
Well, they say that Leonidas is basically the head of a fascist state in 300.
What?
Or at least Curio does. Yeah, have you seen that video? A world based on spite?
Fascist.
It's terrible.
The Spartans?
Everything's fascist.
That's...
Yeah, but everything's fascist. Why? When are we going to accept that anything to these people that isn't straight up communism is fascist, no matter what it is?
But by all these standards, communism is the epitome of fascism.
So,
come on, we've got to wait until we have a video by Tabernacle about how the 100 Acre Woods is a Nazi concentration camp or something. I don't know how Piglet is actually some sort of reincarnated Hitler. That's going to happen.
I can't imagine an ancient tribe of Greece, which had their own city-states, and there's whatever villages popped up yesterday, has a political form of government which has gone through the stages of whatever forms of democracy and then somehow wrapped itself around to fascism.
It's very simple. I think the leftist view is very simple.
The idea is
that everyone that works together and has a leader is fascist unless it's communism.
Yes.
Kind of the idea is that in 300, the Spartans are a slave state, and it's also very Islamophobic, and that's kind of the idea of that movie and why a lot of people hate it.
How can it be? How can the Spartans be Islamophobic? How can the Spartans be Islamophobic?
Well,
how the fuck
the
can
movie is Islamophobic.
Leonidas didn't
how?
let Xerxes butt rape him.
But how? Because the Persians weren't Islamic.
Exactly.
Because Islam didn't exist for another couple of thousand years. How?
Exactly.
Just because they happen to live in the Middle East doesn't mean they're automatically Islamic. Because
But Muslims define everything that was before them as already Islam. God just didn't get the message through to the stupid humans.
Sorry, God just had
Adam
his
from the
phone on
Garden of
silent.
Eden was actually the first Muslim prophet in.
Okay, well, we're talking about Sparta. We're talking at least 1,000 years BC, and Leonidas was around the 400, 500 BC era, whereas Islam was founded in 7 or 10 AD?
630s.
632 AD.
That's...
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's so dumb, but yet they think it. It's dumb, but they think it.
They don't. These people don't know anything. They know less than me, and that's not good.
Do they think that just because the Persians have got a tan and wear curly shoes, they're Muslims or something? Is that what it is? Is that all you have to be a Muslim? be a bit brown and have a funny dress thing
Honestly, it doesn't matter who the opposing army or the opposing force is. They're just the enemy. It does not matter if they're Persians or the Moors or what. It makes no difference.
Yeah, it's some expansionist empire, and that's what it wants to take you over. It wants to expand into your area, so you fight it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're deviating from the actual video.
Alexander the Great Greek. I'm just like, oh my god, you are thick as fuck, aren't you?
No, when the Greeks had wars with each other, it was at least about petty shit like women.
At least when the Greeks had wars, they just just fought amongst themselves like proper civilized people. They didn't involve other nations.
You from the other city-state, you fucked my whore. Let's go to war.
Or in Italy, where they had a war called the Bucket War because somebody stole a bucket.
That's when you know you've reached a peak of civilization, when you could have a bucket war.
Well,
this makes me want dual culture back.
We're talking about Italians who are obsessed over the dumbest shit. So
yeah. It's great. I just wonder what weird wars Britain's had now. I'm sure there's been some really bad ones.
All right. Well,
Hi, bruv. You stole my goat.
I have to kill your entire country. Oh. Anyway, that's good.
No, we just killed people because they were Scottish, and that was about it.
Oh yeah, we just an excuse. What happened? He looked at me. All right, kill him.
He wore a skirt. That's called a kilt. Yeah, so I killed him.
It's not a dress, it's a kilt. So.
All right, let's continue.
Anyway, well, let's go to this vacuum
cleaner. For example, Superman was already a monumental symbol in American mythology before Snyder made Man of Steel, even before Snyder was born. So let's look at how Superman was conventionally portrayed in film, and then look at how Snyder portrays Superman in his films to further illustrate his new cinematic language. And what better place to start than Superman saving a cat? If you're familiar with screenwriting, there's a good chance you've heard of Blake Snyder's highly influential book, Save the Cat. The title of the book refers to the generally accepted idea that if you show the main character metaphorically saving...
Question, who's read that book?
Nope.
I have not read the book, but I have heard that it is trash.
I think it ended up on my shelf because Amazon sent me the wrong book at some point.
How does that
happen? So
I have a few books that I have not ordered, and Amazon just sent me the wrong shit, and yeah, and then I complained, and I got the right book afterwards. So I have a bunch of books I never read.
It was funny. Amazon, sometimes Amazon fucks up.
Yeah.
So
they sent me somebody else's things, and I just walked to their house and gave it, and I was like, "Yeah, they sent this to me."
Yeah. So I don't know. It might be that. It might be something that has a similar title. I don't know. I would have to go to the other room and check.
Yeah. So anyway, looking at my tally, I think that is book number 30 out of 30 that she's mentioned that no one's ever read or has been called utter shit. So she's on track. So
it's
why should bring up? Yeah, but like the fact of the matter is, like, it's referenced sometimes, and the first words out of your mouth about who referenced it was "it's shit." Doesn't mean it's brought up positively in any conversations you've had.
Yeah, well, it's kind of just like a lot of people like references, like kind of like the premier screenwriting book, and they're stupid apparently because like a lot of people that I respect have said like, yeah, it sucks, it's awful.
Yeah, so it's like she has this wonderful ability of just bringing up the most random books that no one's heard of, and it's just like, and then I'll go like at the end of a stream, I'll go have a look at like this book. And I'll read like reviews, and it's like what Dunn says. This is just stupid. This is ridiculous. There's no reason to have it. And I'm like, Maggie, do you think just saying these books will make people think? Yeah, she does think that saying these books will make people think she's smart. But she does this all the time in her videos. Every single time.
To her credit, she has actually read books. We have covered
Right.
RedTubers who definitely haven't read any book
Oh,
ever
come on.
in their lives.
Yeah, okay, right.
She
Thank
may
God
have
she's
been reading
she's
shit
read more
books,
than...
but at
yeah.
least she read something.
Yeah, but it... Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, I just, yeah. More books that I've never read of to explain why Superman saved the cat, because the book's called Save the Cat, because obviously it must mean something or whatever.
Metaphorically
Well, it's
save the
gotta
cat to have a
something to do
hero
with black
character.
people.
Oh,
Yeah, but okay, metaphorically save the cat. So Superman saves the cat and all the old thing. In Man of Steel, Superman murders an entire town because he just can't be arsed. Cool.
Does he pet a cat when he encounters one on the street?
Yeah.
No, he probably snaps its neck or something. I don't know.
yeah, no mention of him cleaning his room or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
tell that to Zod.
Oh, tell that to Zod. Oh,
Tell that
Jesus.
to Mew.
He does steal some clothes.
I was about to say, tell that to Chairman Meow.
Tell
I was about to say, tell that to Chairman Meow's.
neck.
No, Chairman Meow is a better cat name than Mr. Kittles. Chairman Meow is hilarious.
What's the cat's name from Cats and Dogs? That's the villain. Oh, because that was a funny name.
Snowball?
No, it's not.
No, that was the
Snowball.
one in
Mr.
Weekend
Kittles?
Snowball.
What? Yeah, it's something like
Come
that.
on.
It's really embarrassing. I just imagine Superman, well, Zack Snyder Superman snapping that cat's neck. And it's just like, I'm a hero, snaps neck. Look how good I am. It's like, oh my god, you fucking murdered a cat.
Even Batman would be like, that was pretty fucked up.
Man, that's
Well, he killed him,
that's
man.
pretty,
Alright.
that's pretty bad. You know, it's God. Man, I just like
Sorry,
break their
sorry.
legs. You just like snap their necks. You're fucking sick, man.
I throw boxes at people and blow their heads off, but you snap their necks. That's disgusting.
Show some class. This town deserves a better class of criminal.
I mean, hero. I mean, whatever the hell.
I'm gonna give it to him.
I have a voice changer. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even wear the mask. Everyone knows you're Clark Kent. What the hell, man?
Can I be honest? I actually thought the voice changer was really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's a
Yes,
really,
it
I
was.
actually really liked
good
it.
idea. It's a really good idea.
Oh,
Compared to Christopher Nolan's, just sound like a moron.
throat cancer. Failed
But
throat cancer,
It worked for
yeah.
Bane, so he must do it too.
Yeah, but hold on. Christian Bale's voice doesn't sound as bad as the Incredible Hulk's voice, so obviously it's just an average voice. So,
All right, let's keep going. Here's Mike Testa one more time. I'm saying, of course, she would eat lipstick. I'm not sure if we covered that already, but thank you.
are you saying Maggie Mae Fish is a chimp? Because
No,
that's a truthful statement.
no,
I mean,
we're fine. We're not saying that.
Matches the dress. Fine.
She's fine.
chimps are our closest.
I'm saying that she's a mutated. She's a mutated chimp who is created in a lab to make Smud crazy.
No, she's fine. Don't say that.
She's fine. Don't say that. Why? We say worse things about other people. But Maggie's like, no, we've got to be nice to
She
her.
hasn't-
I object, Your
She
Honor.
hasn't said
object,
anything
Your Honor.
crazy today, which is important because
Yet.
it hasn't happened. Save
Yes.
the emotional outbursts for when they count. Don't just throw it out there because you feel like it. Here is
Can agree with that.
here is Sex
I'm not even
Defender.
having an emotional outburst. I'm merely agreeing that she's probably a chimpanzee who eats makeup on the weekend.
I'm not
So
saying
what?
you can't have that opinion, but just let's get there when we need to. We'll cross that bridge when it's built, not before. Here's
We'll
Sex
cross
Defender.
that makeup eating chimpanzee bridge when we get there.
Okay, please do. Yes. Here's Sex Defender. Thank you. Islam sounds like somebody wrote a really short fanfic of Judaism and Christianity that revisioned their OCA as being integral. Also, the Spartans of 300 always say no homo first. Fun fact.
Yes. Yes, everything, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best thing about the Quran is you can still see the biro marks of where they cross stuff out.
It's really amazing that it just says retroactively it was all us all along.
The Quran went through so many.
Isn't that a reference to like the parody movie?
Meet the Spartans. No, there's a lot of homo. There's a lot of homo in that.
I don't even bother with those films, guys. Don't even touch them.
I went to the cinema.
Yeah, they are.
It was so dumb.
They are. Yeah, the movies are legitimately like I think that they're like some of the worst things in existence. They're just some of the worst things in existence.
Yeah, it's I don't know how I ended up going to the cinema to watch that movie, but the only reason I was like maybe looking forward to it is because Kevin Sorbo was in it, and I'm like, oh, Hercules, and then it was like, this is terrible. I really want to kill myself. Why did I spend all this money to come here with friends? These are not my friends. These are my enemies now.
All right. Here's Tyler Preston. Another comment. Your point about our obsession with originality in art being a direct result of capitalism and people being influenced to buy as many things as possible was such a galaxy brain moment. I feel like I saw the Matrix Code when I heard that. That's a comment on her video.
What?
Oh, her fan base is stupid.
Her fan base is some of the
we could spend years replying to those people, and it still would not be enough.
I don't want to because I'm an uneducated Brit, supposedly. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's Mike Testa. We got two more. They keep coming. I do apologize, guys. We have to keep going. Mike Testa. Yes, Hawk. She's a mutated chimp created in a lab. Okay, Mike. Thank you. Oi.
Even though that was what. Even though Dunn said that. Okay.
Mike's just like repeating what Dunn is saying. He doesn't get in trouble.
Me and Dunn sound so alike. That's why people confuse us.
Right.
We both have that sexy British accent. We both have that sexy British accent.
Both of us don't have a sexy British accent. That's.
Yeah, I have the whitest Brit American accent ever.
Here is local shower shitter. What infuriates me about Snyder's Superman is that there's literally nothing heroic about him. He seems burdened by doing good. Several sources show him being heroic and good-natured while struggling with being an alien. It's a weird conflict he's in because we don't know what his problem is. He seems to be like, do I do this? Do I do the good guy thing? And you're like, I don't know. Should I? And it's just this bizarre thing of not learning to be a hero. He just blows stuff up.
Because usually in the Superman stories, is it John Kent? Is that his name? Jonathan Kent?
Yes.
Jonathan Kent.
It usually instills the heroic qualities in him to do good.
Yeah.
But in Snyder's, he's got Kevin Costner just going, I don't know, maybe you should let kids die. I don't know, maybe, and all that. And it's just a bit like, it's like, Zach, you can't just Zach, we get it. You're incredibly cynical about the world because you honestly believe that people will just murder people with a slight bit of power.
You see,
these are his own words, by the way. This is not me like making shit up. He's literally gone on record and saying that people with power would just murder other people every single day.
Yeah, they once you change the nature of his ethics, where they come from, you really change the character of Superman. So if they kept Jonathan Kent the same as he was in the comics, so teaching him good things, but Clark is still confused, and then you could work with that confusion, say, okay, when do I become heroic? Oh yeah, I remember my dad said something about that when I was 5. Don't hurt people, or be the better person. Whatever the lesson is. And then he goes, okay, I'm gonna save.
Next.
I'm gonna rise to the occasion.
Defend the defenseless, or something like that.
Whatever.
You know what I mean?
Whatever the message
But
is.
instead he looks back and goes, his dad going, I don't know, maybe let those kids die. It's like, no wonder he's a bit like, what do I do? Maybe I should let all these children die. Or you're like, oh, Jesus
It's like,
Christ.
Zach, that's not Superman. Come on, Zach. You know better than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of
No,
course,
he
he
doesn't.
But then again, Zach-
You assume
but
way
then again,
too
he
much
has-
about
he has-
Zack
he
Snyder's
has-
intelligence.
Yeah, he has gone on record saying that he didn't actually read. I think he said he read halfway through one comic book of Superman and got bored because no one's that nice.
Well, just last week, I don't know if you guys saw it on his Instagram, he posted a cunnilingus picture of Batman and Wonder Woman. And he says...
Catwoman.
Catwoman and Batman. Sorry. Catwoman and Batman. And he said canon on the top.
Batman goes down.
And this is...
Batman goes down.
Yes. And this is supposedly from some artist he hired. I don't know where it came from. It's definitely not canon. So for him to...
Zach,
for him to do this is just stupid. Obviously, a lot of the guys in the audience are like, "Oh, it's awesome, yeah." But the fans of the canon go, "This is not canon. This is something we don't need."
The weird fetish.
It's
this
not
is your
Getting
weird
a
fetish.
feeling Snyder's just a nihilist.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw that image you're on about, and it just feels like something you see on like Rule 34 or something, and it's just a bit like, what the fuck is going on here?
This is not from a professional. You do not do this. If Zach is the head of the DCU vision or whatever it is, you don't post this shit. Like, can you imagine Ryan Johnson posting shit like this? You'd be like, what the freaking hell? What is wrong with
He
this?
would fire his ass.
Just like Luke going down on. I nearly threw up even actually thinking about that fucking joke. Apologies.
Luke going down on Ray.
Yeah,
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Please stop repeating that.
Like, these are things
Stop
professionals.
talking about it.
These are things professionals shouldn't do. Okay.
Yeah, no, there's a level of professionalism, and I feel that Hollywood doesn't have that anymore because they're all perpetual narcissistic children.
Mm-hmm.
But more than what they used to be. Like there was a professionalism.
Yeah.
In Hollywood
Also, like,
beforehand.
there's kind of an element also. I think also the fact is that Warner Brothers doesn't give a crap about woke stuff. As much as like Disney does. Disney is obsessed with the woke stuff. Probably because like they think that woke is family friendly or whatever.
Yeah. Woke is so family friendly. Just let's have sex with all your kids.
Yeah. Anyway.
I heard bits and pieces of what transpired yesterday, and I've almost feel sorry that I wasn't there.
Oh, the anime?
The asexual stuff, yeah. Oh.
I think we did fairly well. We had a lot of experts on board with the anime and the manga, which apparently the YouTuber was as well, which is very strange because she ends on a good note. Like at the end of the video, is like, "Oh, it's just for fun. It's adventure." You're like, "Yeah, you're right. It is an adventure. Why are you saying all this other bullshit about Luffy not being a male?" Even though she shows pictures of him with the big wide eyes, seeing was it Nami naked or whatever multiple times. He's like, "Oh, he's not sexual." Then why is he freaking out seeing her tits? Like, what do you? What don't you understand in this scenario? So, it's
at least it wasn't bad as the Transformers one, where it was literally just I'm an asexual transgender and I'm lonely and I want everything else I watch to be asexual, transgender, and lonely.
That was. We don't know if that was was that a male or a female transition. We weren't too sure.
It was female to male.
Okay.
And the voice thing went wrong because of COVID. So
okay.
What annoys me about that is that this complaining about, oh, this is supposed to be a kids show, but it has dark stories in it. Oh, by the way, it should have more homosexuality.
Thanks.
That's the stuff that pisses me off.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, don't teach the kids actual things about life and how gritty it can be and how you can get through that. No, just show them how to be homosexual. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, to be kids, just remember this: life sucks, and then someone snaps your neck. So that's about it.
Yeah.
And that little segue right back into Maggie.
Yeah, let's keep going. Here's Dolomaticus. Hey, Dolomaticus, how you doing? Thanks for the 5. Money for the nice chat from last night with you, LitDev, and Adam. Yeah, it was fun. We were up late till about 11:30, but good discussion. Jordan Peterson, and
my God, 11:30. God, that's
I was done at 9.
I've been getting up. The following.
I did my Smudcast for 3 hours at least, and that done at 9, and then we got straight on to Adam's podcast. So that was at least 2.5 hours. So it was just like constant talking. So yeah, fun times. Anyway, let's keep going. Mike Testa again. You both in a relationship with Quentin. What? And you both in a relationship with Quentin.
Mike Testa's having Rule 34 horror nightmares again.
Oh.
Just ignore it.
Okay, I could do that.
He seems to be obsessed with having either you and Quentin in a relationship or me and Quentin in a relationship. I'm just like, no, Mike. I
like
ruffle his hair. I'm like, no.
Yeah, outside of
just proving that slash fics are evil.
Outside of Smudcast, I don't think I've ever seen any of his stuff. Like nothing. So.
No, it's like I watch these things on Smudcast, and then I get like recommendations on YouTube because that's what Google does whenever I'm on these watch together. I'm just like block, delete. I'm not watching this shit. I'm not watching this shit on my free time. I've got better things to do. Like, I don't know, be tortured by the Gestapo or something. You know. So.
All right. Here is the last one. Local shower shitter again. Thank you. Christ, Maggie looks like a freshly dead Michael Jackson, and she has the personality and aura of Patrick Bateman. Wow. Also, Hawk check your shower. What? What?
Pardon? What was that?
Well, his name is Local Shower. His name is Local Shower Shitter. So I don't know why he wants to do whatever.
I guess somebody took a dump in Hockey Hawk shower.
I don't know.
I hope not, because my girlfriend was the last person to use it. So.
The personality.
Oh, maybe that's her. Maybe Local Shower Crapper is her.
Well, having the personality and aura of Patrick Bateman, that's a wow.
Wow. Do you know what's actually funny? I've actually been rewatching American Psycho.
It's great.
This last week.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. I think the twist at the end is absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, that's just it. It's just great the fact that you don't know what's actually going on.
Like when we were watching that, I was watching with LitDev and Glib and what have you, and we were talking about how Ryan Johnson can only dream of having that level of subversion of what happens in that film compared to what he was tries to do in his films. It's so high level. And is it paranoia? Is it real? Is it a lying narrative? Is it all these possible, like, we're not sure what's going on.
Other people that self-centered, they really don't know who everyone else is. Does everyone look that similar?
Right. Like is the lawyer lying? Like, there's all these questions that just pop up. You're like, holy crap, it could be any of these. So it's brilliant stuff.
Yeah, watch it. It's really good. I mean, Christian Bale in it is like
that's his best performance. That is his best performance. There's no better than that.
Yeah.
Outside of
what's that again? I missed the title.
Well, American Psycho.
Oh.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Good, we're done. Let's go.
Oh.
Saving a cat in their first scene, then the audience will immediately like that character. Immediate good guy coding. This is an example of a writer creating meaning by taking a fictional character.
So the save the cat thing is similar to save a zebra in Last of Us. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Yes.
The thing is, we're not stupid.
The thing is, we're not retards, so you need to do a bit better.
But Abby saved the zebra now, so she must be an angel, and we must like her, and we have to forgive her everything.
this saving the cat thing, Superman doesn't just like save a cat and people think he's amazing. He does other things as well than just saving a cat in the Christopher Reeve movies.
That's just the quaint trope of hero does that. That's all. That's the only reason why it's there. It's not really a serious scene. It's like a little quaint, almost comedic thing that's supposed to put a smile on.
Yeah, I think it's there to show that Superman's there for everyone. He's not just there for the big battles. He's there to help everyone he can. So no problem, big or small. He'll try and help out.
It's just to show that this is the ultimate paragon.
Whereas Zack Snyder's Superman would have like lasered the tree, killed all the 5 crew, and like snapped the little girl's neck and gone, "That's it. I don't know whether I'm a good guy or a bad guy, Lois," and then just flown off somewhere crying.
Yeah, Zack Snyder's Superman is horrible. He's a terrible, incompetent character.
And I feel really bad because Henry Cavill puts his heart and soul into playing the guy.
I agree.
And it's like
Cavill is.
There are scripts that the best actor can't save.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I feel bad for him because he is also a big, massive geek and a big Superman fan. And it's like, yeah, your name and your face is always going to be like associated with Zack Snyder's like butchering. I'm sorry, pal.
Yeah.
Tough shit.
A lot of people are thinking. I think one person in particular, School of Movies, they said, have Zachary Quinto replace Henry Cavill as Superman, and it's just like, not sure about that one.
No.
Zachary Quinto.
No. What? No.
I love that. That's the immediate reaction. Oh, I need to put that. I need to put School of Movies Superman reboot with Zachary Quinto in the suggestions, I guess.
Oh no.
I always see him
Have you even seen the School of Movies video?
Well, no, but not that one. But whenever I think of Zachary Quinto, I see him as Sylar from Heroes. That's where I first know him.
Yeah.
So I sort of use that as a baseline.
Spock from.
I don't.
Yeah, it's either Sylar or Soy Spock.
I don't see him as Spock.
It's Soy Spock. I do. The only reason I see it is because in my head, I always imagine him with like an over-exaggerated hook nose. I don't know why. Like, I just see him as like in my head, he's a goblin when he's playing Spock. I don't know. He looks like one of the goblins from Harry Potter. So.
He can do the tone and the voice of it well. I think it's fine. It's just everything else that the emotion stuff is like whoa.
It's just it's just the insane fight scene with Khan. That's like okay then.
Where Khan's trying to crush Spock's head and then Spock tries the Vulcan pension and fails.
Yeah, and then just Spock just punches him repeatedly. Oh my god, Spock tries to solve a problem with violence.
I think having Zachary Quinto and Benedict Cumberbatch in the same scene was not the greatest idea.
Yeah, but the thing is, if that had been like a proper confrontation between how Khan and Spock should have acted, those two actors could have done a real good thing, because Benedict Cabbage Patch is quite a good, like, proper actor, and Zachary Quinto, with the voice and like the way that he talks, could do Spock as like a logical stuff and have like a battle of wits. Do you know what I mean? But they just turn him into two really lousy action stars.
You mean like you're watching an episode of Star Trek? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because Benedict Cumberbatch played Sherlock Holmes, didn't he? Really well.
Yeah. Outside of the scripts, which are ridiculous sometimes, but yeah, no, they could have had a nice psychological, tense scenario that you expect from a Star Trek film, but because it's J.J. Abrams, they gotta beat the shit out of each other.
The only positive is that they pretty much nuked San Francisco, and that's all I can see as a positive.
Future San Francisco, the Star Trek world, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, future San Francisco gets completely nuked, and it's like nothing of value was lost. It's like, that's great.
All right. Let's
But,
keep
yeah.
going here, guys. 3 minutes and a half. We're doing okay.
That's quite a lot of
character
other
having them
films.
do something that is generally accepted as good in the real world. In this case, helping a helpless animal. It establishes a baseline
get it.
understanding of the character's morality, their priorities, and their willingness to do things for others. Screenwriting textbooks are pretty much manuals on how to create cohesive meaning through cinematic language. Especially in Hollywood, there is a preference for clear, easily identifiable symbols within a movie. Hollywood wants a well-defined protagonist, a well-defined antagonist, and a well-defined goal for both of them to drive.
Yeah, so do the audience. But we seem not to be getting that
Yeah.
recently. So,
So she's saying all good stuff, but she doesn't have to. Like, we all know this. We all want this. And she's sort of...
Hollywood wants successful movies that make a lot of money because they make sense.
Yeah.
And so do audiences, yeah? But I like these movies that don't make sense. Thanks, Maggie. Very cool. Just cheers.
And doing good things for people is a good thing to show off your character is good. It's like, yep, we agree. Thank you, Maggie. You got
Doing
it.
good things in the movie universe, which is good, by which we would say is good, is also a good way to show goodness of a good character doing good.
Yep.
You're saying good a lot.
Thank you, Maggie. Like, everything's fine. It's just like, what's your point? What are you trying to get at here?
Them towards conflict with one another, ending in a tidy resolution. But one crucial part of understanding cinematic language is that, just like in real life, a movie unfolds over time. Screenwriting lessons like Save the Cat tend to oversimplify the way that we watch and understand narrative. So let's see how the 1978
Okay.
Superman, starring Christopher Reeve.
Wait, hold on. Tend to simplify it, yeah, because when you simplify it, people can understand it easier. So
Yes.
what you're going to try and do is overcomplicate it so that we don't know what you're on about, but you think you'll sound smart.
See, this is where I've been
you.
this was I was listening to the film. I'm like, yeah, everything she's saying is fine. And maybe I didn't get to this part yet, but it's like, this is what you want in a story. You want things to be simple, and then from the simplicity, then you can get complicated. Then you can get branching ideas and nuance and layers of motive and plot and all kinds of other things. So if she's going back to 1978 Superman, which is a great film, it's very basic, that's fine. Great.
Yeah.
Good examples of a hero character. Great, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve, by Richard Donner, explores Superman as a symbol by having him save a cat. This scene starts with a little girl clapping at her cat and demanding that the cat obey right this second by coming down from the tree.
Come on, Frisky. Come on, come down.
Then Superman appears out of the sky and offers help.
Come on. It's all right.
When Superman hands the cat back to the girl, she immediately reprimands the cat, calling it naughty.
He's such a naughty cat.
Superman stops her and explains.
I always tell him not to.
Oh, well, hold on now. Let's not be too hard on Frisky, okay?
Our hero leaves and the little girl goes inside. Off screen, the girl tries to explain what happened to her mother, but her mom accuses her of lying and we hear a slap.
This man swooped out of the sky and gave him to me. Haven't I told you to stop telling lies?
So it is a...
So that's comedy, guys. Bravo.
Maggie's
the
like,
thing is comedy.
the mother should have snapped the kid's neck. It's like,
I think it's before when my mic was off. The line about movies and reality are both going in real time. Like, that's not entirely wrong, but it's not right. Movies, like all stories, always go in condensed time. That's what
it would be 40 hours long.
Yeah, real time would be unbearable because real time is what happens between the frames of a comic.
I think, to be honest with you, I think the only time like a movie in real time would help out would probably be Lord of the Rings. They're probably shorter. But yeah,
this is a strange thing to say.
Superman comes down.
There are movies where you can do that go in real time, but it's usually a where you have one set, one room, and it's just one long conversation between and maybe a bit of drama between a couple characters.
But even then, that would still be one scene or one scenario. The stories are told not in... Obviously, no one tells a story in real time. That's bizarre. It's a series of events, and those events are disconnected because of time, and that's fine. There's nothing... Why we have to go and define this for this video, I don't know, because we're not talking about how we understand and interpret a book or a movie based off time. It's not part of the conversation. We don't need to know the nuance.
It just the line rubbed me the wrong way. So.
Yeah, no, it's a silly thing to say, but this is one of her essays that I feel like she just didn't think of editing enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about the nuance of a cat saving a cat. It's not really making you a hero. It's too simple. It's like, that's Maggie. That's fine. It's okay.
Not really. Have you tried climbing a tree and getting the cat out?
I have
it's easy for
trees.
Superman because he can fly.
Yeah, he can fly, exactly. But it's making a hero character do something heroic, do something that a savior would want or someone needs. Like, oh great, here's a guy who could run into a burning building or protect you from danger. Like, that's all. Yes, show that in your stories. Bravo.
Superman taking his time, this godlike man, taking his time to help a little girl with something so small that is heroic.
Yeah.
Because he's a good man.
That's simple.
Good, uncomplicated man who will do whatever is right. As
opposed to the film A Good Man by Steven Seagal, which is a little different. Still a good man.
Well, he is our patron saint. We must bring him up.
A different interpretation of what a good man is. Anyway, Strawman, Spock, I've
Putin,
come to bargain.
With Putin being deflected into sunglasses.
Forgot about that. Oh, jeez. Here is Edward Penis Hands. What is it? Why are the donations getting weirder? Guys, my ass itches.
I feel like they're actually all the same guy.
I think so. Guys, my ass itches. What do I do? Also, I can't believe Maggie didn't invite that creature from the LOTR gay video to talk about Superman used queerness beams to defeat Private Property Man, radioactive Republican, and major misogyny. Wow. What is happening?
I haven't got a clue what the hell's going on here.
That was wow. I don't even remember that one. Was that a Maggie Mae Fish video? LOTR.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings gay video. You remember that Lord of the Rings? Yeah, Lord of the Rings gay video. And
she had
Lord of the Rings gayness in the Old Guard video.
Private Property Man, radioactive Republican, and major misogyny. Those were in those.
What?
No, they weren't. He's just making it silly.
Okay.
Oh right, okay. Sorry. The problem is, it just
Republican. I want to read that comic.
Yeah. The thing is, people make these jokes about Maggie, but they're very close to what she would actually say, and I'm just it confuses the hell out of me.
It does make you think if that was actually true, because I now have to go rewatch that video to see what the hell she was talking about.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not going to rewatch the video. I'm just going to assume that she has said all the crazy stuff that people say she says because I don't care. I don't care about her reputation. She don't. So.
All right. Here's Mike Testa. Mike Testa, thank you. You said the Gestapo right hawk. Careful of wish.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
The Gestapo, careful of wish. Okay. I mean, because I know that we had a bit of a problem in one of the Smudcasts when Cedar said gazpacho. That was very weird.
That was fun.
So I do have to admit, it was funny. Something that happened a couple of days ago that reminded me of it was the fact that I was talking to my girlfriend about something on Smudcast, and she goes, "Oh, the people who don't like you, they're like some sort of like gazpacho, aren't they?" I'm like, "Is this something that women do? They can't say Gestapo or something? They just automatically go to soup." I'm like,
It's Italian soup, man. Oh my god, it's so memorable.
I'm just like,
Soup is actually pretty memorable.
Nice cold
like,
green
I'm like,
soup.
I'm like, it's like two women with who try to say Gestapo have said gazpacho. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, it's not that difficult to say.
It is summer. It is a summertime
How do
soup,
they
so maybe
pronounce Stasi?
it's that time of year. I don't know. Just say Nazi, guys. It's easier.
It's that time of the month. So it's just gazpacho time of the month.
Oh, come on.
All women have it.
It's time to make some gazpacho. Here's Tyler Preston for $1.23. Why do I feel like Maggie would sympathize with Amber from the Invincible animated show? She hasn't made a video of that, has she? So I don't think so.
Yeah.
Also, that slap sound doesn't seem to be that hard, in my opinion. Yeah, no, it's just a girl.
No, it sounds like a clip around the ear.
Yeah, just smack little girl getting hit by her mom.
But someone thinks she's lying.
Fair enough.
They're like, no, you don't. You don't lie.
You don't lie in
Lying
this
is
house
bad.
to me. I'm your mother. Bam.
Yeah,
Simple enough.
A slap doesn't always mean the metal end of the belt.
No, not from my mom. No.
That's what my dad always used to say. So that's why he uses slippers.
Ah.
No, you use the other end of the belt, the leather end.
He just used everything.
Ross is a
To be
nice
honest
man.
with you.
Here's my
Whatever my
tester.
dad could get hold of.
One more. Let's keep going. Are you accusing me of being those other people?
Maybe.
No, Mike.
I've not seen you and Shower of Shitter in the same room together, so I don't know.
We don't know how that relationship works, and it's none of our business. But thank you anyway, Mike. Anyway,
I could be Mike Tester.
no, you can't. No, you
We
can't.
could all be Mike Tester.
Not even in a drunken rage.
If I
could-
put my heart into it, I can write messages like he does.
I would. I bet you. You could try, but I bet you couldn't. It's too.
I did so when I have, oh god, sins of the past. In 2009 I did have a Twitter account and I was writing shit like that for fun.
Really?
Yes.
Incomprehensible grammar, spotty.
No, it's not incomprehensible shit. It is so laden with metaphor, puns, and sarcasm that you cannot unravel it. That's what that is.
All right.
So you need to be able to do this shit in order to have a chance. Not that you can.
Maybe it's
I'm
a
not saying I
phase.
can, but I think I have. That's why I often have an idea what he's trying to say.
Yeah, maybe Mike's going through that phase that you went through of saying weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun. It's or at least you think it's fun. It's funny, but no, absolutely nobody gets the fucking joke.
Anyway, we are a third done, guys. Bravo. Let's keep going.
Literal save scene, but there's so much more going on here. It's about a cycle of negative, abusive behavior. The little girl's harsh words and her clapping at the beginning of the scene mirror her mother's harsh words and the sound of the slap at the end of the scene.
Okay, I'm gonna stop her right here. That's retarded.
Yeah.
Maggie, this is comedy.
It's a girl trying to get her cat down, an animal who does not understand the English language. Okay? She's not being abusive to the cat. She wants to take care of it. That's why she wants to get it out of the tree, or else it'll stay there.
I see why she's bringing up the cycle of abuse here, but Maggie, this is not the time.
Okay.
Oh god, this is ridiculous.
Come on. Stop telling lies.
Oh my god, she's comparing the clap to the slap. Are you joking?
Oh fuck off! Nah, fuck off! Fuck that shit! Fuck that shit! Nah, man. No, I'm out. I'm out, man. No, fuck that.
Smart. You said this, we're not past the halfway point. You
This
said
is
you
just
watched
dumb. This is not retarded stupid shit. This is just like, why are you even bothering to say this shit, Maggie? Like, it's like weak sauce Maggie Mae Fish stuff. Like, it's not even crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It's comparatively.
It's not as bad as her T.S. Eliot.
Oh,
It's
God.
not as bad as her
that
Cats
was
video.
Don, there's those videos, man, they're just
Her Fight Club video. Her Fight Club video is infinitely worse than this.
Oh, God, yeah.
It took us 9 hours to get through that one. Yeah, of course it's worse.
Also an hour
9
long. This
hours.
is only
I'm not
15
getting that time back. I'm not getting that time back, you know.
If she thinks clapping and
Welcome.
slapping are similar for a cycle of abuse, fine.
Oh my God, what does a standing ovation equal? Like a fucking massacre or something? Holy shit.
Oh boy, I love the brain connecting things where no relationships belong. You're like, Maggie, come on, please. Think, use your brain more than once.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's internalized her mother's attitudes.
That's going to be a hard task.
Superman appears in the middle of the scene to interrupt the cycle and to teach the little girl empathy, which is obviously lacking in her home.
How?
We all get a little afraid of heights now and again.
In the grand scheme of things, a cat
Maggie,
stuck in a tree
Maggie,
is practically meaningless.
Maggie. The daughter was told her mother something unbelievable. And apparently she's done
Because
that before.
Yeah, because there are no
So the
superheroes.
mother reprimanding her daughter for something that seems to follow a pattern is not abuse. That's parenting. Her mother just can't know that Superman just flew by. So it's just
because
it's,
why would she...
it's you could say what her mother does is accidental, unwitting, habitual, not even habitual, but a form of everyday gaslighting that is not intentional because she can't know better. That's not that, which doesn't count as actual gaslighting. It's just that it follows the same pattern, but the intent is lacking, or anything else.
To be honest with you, if you'd heard like "you're lying, you little bitch," and then like repeated like slaps and hits and like, "No, mom, no, not the belt,"
and shit. You hear like Ed and Eddie sound effects, like just
like
a whole bunch of shit.
You lying, fucking cunt!
Yeah, like horrific, like blood-curdling like screams. Then yeah, you could go, yeah, that's probably like a cycle of violence. But one singular slap, it's like, okay. Everyone's been clipped round the ear by their parents. It's
Yeah, all this is parenting. So Maggie, fuck off.
You know the kids who didn't get clipped around the ear by their parents. Yeah, they turn into people like Maggie, who need to get punched.
All right, let's go.
But by having an all-powerful superhero swoop in and not only save the cat, but also give a lesson in empathy, the scene is saying that little moments like this do matter. It's worth our time as spectators or as a hero.
Yep.
The little girl
that's why they're in the film, Maggie. It's by virtue of them existing. Yes, that's great. Thank you.
The rough home matters. The little furry cutie matters. Being good and helpful matters, even in a world filled with negativity. Especially in a world filled with negativity. When you put a character in an easily recognizable, realistic situation, the audience gets a very grounded sense of the character and their motivations. It's also important to remember that we don't have a complete picture here, because we've taken the scene out of context of the film. Saving the cat is not what matters in a story. What matters is what saving the cat means in the context of that story. Having your character save the cat is just one type of coding, just as, say, the iconography of Superman is a type of coding. We associate Superman with inherent goodness. Our assumptions form a kind of shorthand an abbreviated language that lets a filmmaker quickly move the action forward.
Okay, so everything she's saying...
You mean stereotypes?
Yeah, in general, she's right. It's the details she just fucks up. Like, this is so retarded. Like, you're not dumb, but you come across as a freaking idiot when you explain yourself. It's like there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, but the major problem is she's saying all these things, and I'm just waiting for but, and it's like I'm just waiting for her to say all these things that are correct, and then say but, and then it's like once you say but, you disregard everything before the but.
Zach becomes like a fascist sympathizer or something bizarre. Like, what the hell?
and you're just like, Maggie, you just threw away like every bit of credibility you had, and it's just like.
See, this is why I can tolerate this, because she has the general idea, her interpretation is just way off. I was like, fine, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just that she'll say all this stuff, and then but happens. I'm like, okay, then we just wasted 5 minutes, and then you rattle on about something you don't actually believe in, to then say your crazy shit about like Hobby Lobby and the Iraqi artifacts or some shit like that, you know. And I'm just like, go on, Maggie, what is it? What's next?
You can't
next
do
on the
that.
Crazy
you
list?
can't make that sort of speech or rambling in the first Superman film. It just doesn't. It's not going to happen. You can't.
Yeah.
I can't see any way to put that in. There's not. Maybe Maggie can figure that out, but I don't think it's possible. Anyway,
you can't shoehorn it in. Yeah, you're right. It's just.
Yeah.
He's saving a fucking cat. It's just save the fucking cat. It doesn't matter. Just
because they had a sense of what we, the audience, already know about the character. Simply
No. So let's say we know nothing about Superman. We watch this film. Like, I was a kid when I saw this with my dad, and I was like, "Wow, I love this film." I didn't know about the comic books. I didn't really know. Like, I knew of the comic. I never read them. I was a kid. But I never saw the shows. I never, heard anything about the movie. So when the movie was on, like, it was like in 1983 or whenever, they showed it at the local theater. Went with my dad for my birthday. And I loved it. It was great.
Oh.
Great film. So,
oh.
I don't need to know Superman's mythos before I watch it.
How many 7-year-olds know the entire backstory of Superman? It's like not many.
It's a hero. He is the quintessential superhero. That's what the film should be about. So,
putting Superman in your movie
who does the right thing because
it's what
the right
Superman
thing.
as a symbol comes to mean in the context of the story that matters.
See, she's right.
Superman saving a cat in a tree is a classic Superman moment, hardwired into the hero's mythology. It supports the idea that, by default, Superman will make time to help out no matter how insignificant you think your problem is. So what if a director took that character, conscious of all our assumptions about the character, conscious of the fact that we associate Superman with literally saving the cat, and then what if that director had Superman do something a little different? Snyder doesn't give his Superman a literal save the cat moment, but we do get a few other scenes of him helping people.
No. He saves nobody.
Superman.
He saves pretty much nobody.
You could argue killing Zod saves those other people from being murdered.
Those other people could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, those people are the dumbest people on the face of the
planet. They could have walked forwards and walked past Superman and Zod. They could literally just walk forward.
Well, see, there's
so much space to move.
This is Maggie ridiculous. Criticizing the film, which is good because there's lots to criticize with the film, especially that scene. Mm-hmm. So again, we're doing okay. We're doing okay.
I know that, but the problem is, there's going to be the but, and it's like we're going to go halfway through the movie, and then the but's going to come along, and I'm like, you're wasting my time again. Yeah.
Let's go.
Him helping people, which give us an idea of his character. For these scenes, I'm focusing on the moments which were intended to build character rather than plot. In Man of Steel, that means the scene where he saves oil workers from a burnt...
just to argue the points, you build character through the plot. So it's the same thing. You're arguing the same thing.
rig. Man v Superman, it's the montage where he saves a woman from a burning building, drags a ship across some ice, catches a rocket that exploded, and comes down from the sky to help a family in a flood. I'm not getting into Justice League because in the oil rig scene, the rocket shots.
Because she doesn't
Hey, you
like.
don't want to get into Justice League.
She doesn't like the first iteration of Justice League because of the director.
Most likely,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Most likely.
Probably not. I know what Justice League's Justice League, like Justice League is awful. There's very little to redeem it. It's basically the room.
In the
Superman.
world,
No. Hold on. Every fake, like, pretend critic on YouTube loved fucking Justice League until the Snyder Cut came out, and now they all hate.
I would argue.
It's like,
I would argue in Maggie Mae Fish's case, she doesn't like it because it's by Joss Whedon, and they found out that Joss Whedon is not the greatest guy to women.
Yeah. There's that as well that comes out of it, but yeah, that's the big change and everything like that. It was the fact that the Snyder Cut came out and they just jumped on the Snyder being better because they're just reactionaries. They are literal reactionaries. They'll like whatever is said to be good, like fucking clapping seals. And also the fact that stuff about Joss Whedon is like, just people have taken down all the gushing things about the Avengers now. So the Avengers movies are absolutely terrible now, supposedly, from these people who loved it for years. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, here's one donation from Jean-Luc Retard. In high school, we called her Gaggy May Squish. Also, as you can see, the S on Superman's chest symbolized slapping children, which is why Superman is a better hero than Batman. Direct quote from Maggie. I'm not so sure about that, but thank you, Jean-Luc Retard. Okay.
I hope she actually says something that stupid.
Well,
I had my fingers crossed.
We're halfway done.
That's stupid.
We're more than halfway done, so it could happen.
Yeah, but this is a Zack Snyder series part 1, so it could get even crazier.
Ooh. All right.
In the shot of the ship, Snyder's direction draws our attention to Superman's physical strength. In the burning building shot and the flood shots, Snyder draws our attention to the Messiah imagery, a godlike character floating down from heaven to save us. These images all suggest that mere humans are weak and powerless, and they are inferior to this Jesus.
No, they don't. They don't imply that. No, they don't.
Well, but at the end of the day, we are inferior to Superman because he can fucking fly and do these things. We can't.
The general when you talk to actual comic book people who like read comic books and talk about Superman and analyze them, they don't see him as Jesus. They see him as a Moses-like character who is bringing people away from the sin and all the wrong way of living to the right way of thinking and living. That's the motif, not Jesus per se. So.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is when people say humans aren't inferior to Superman, I mean, technically we are because we can't do 99% of the stuff that he's done.
Oh, for sure, like that's obvious. But I mean, to say that.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, that's not what they were trying to show off with this.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing.
It's a catastrophe. A guy who could fly and be very strong would be very helpful in any scenario. So.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm not complaining. If Superman saves something, wouldn't be going like, no, wish you had let all those people die. He's just showing off, you know. I'm like, no, he can do it.
If more of the film was that'd be great. I think that would be a big bonus. But these are like 3 or 4 shots from multiple films.
Just blowing up.
Yeah. And then the other films, he's just crazy.
It's like the montage was like quickly shoved into Batman v Superman because they're like, shit, we didn't have Superman save fuck all in the last film. Quick, we'll pretend that he's doing this stuff.
All right.
Dislike being, that they're incapable of ever being on his level. It's the polar opposite of the 1978 scene where Superman clearly saw this little girl as his equal.
This is a really strange interpretation of those.
No, he
it's
went to
strange.
save a fucking cat. He's not going, oh, my equal, our battle shall be legendary, little girl. It's like,
Yeah,
it's just saving a fucking cat.
We look to characters
He's
like
just
Superman
a nice guy.
because he is the shining example of what we could become, because he believes in justice, he believes in all these ideals that we can't achieve because we are mere mortals, and he is this, well, I can withstand the pressures of time and worry and doubt and old age or whatever, possibly whatever iteration of Superman you're talking to, and we want to be better. And that's the shining beacon, the star in the sky. Like, we look to that and go, oh, I'm striving for better. And unfortunately, we don't really get a lot of that in Zack Snyder's iteration because he doesn't have that moral compass yet.
But also Zack Snyder doesn't think that someone with that moral compass could exist.
That's
one of the main problems. It's like Zack Snyder wanted a 5-movie arc about Superman, where by the end of the 5th movie, he'd be like what the normal version of Superman. I'm like, 5 movies just to get to a guy who wants to help others? You're taking your time here.
Whew, that's
Yeah, it's because because Zack Snyder's an Ayn Randian objectivist. Like, that's what his philosophy is. That's what his philosophy is.
Yeah, but even the Ayn Randian objectivist, if you listen to what she says, like why would you ever get married if you're so self-centered? It's like, well, because my own selfishness wants to help others as a result of, let's say, getting married. I want to better the person I'm with, and in turn, I get a better life as well, which is pretty much what you're talking about when you're referring to business, because the entrepreneur sacrifices his time and doesn't get paid, but he provides a product or service to someone in the hopes in the future he'll get paid. So he's bettering others and in turn bettering himself. That's basic business. So why he can't understand this from especially from a Superman perspective is Superman needs purpose in his life. What is he doing? Why is he here? He loves his family. Most of them are gone. He loves Lois. He has to save her and protect her. And while he's in the process of doing that, he can save other people like Lois. He can save other people like his mom and his friends and stop the world he cares about from being destroyed. So it makes sense for him to be altruistic and go the distance because no one else can do what he can do. So that's why you give him conflicts that are so big that you need, it facilitates his existence in the universe. So he has to stop the plane from crashing because no one else can do that. Wonder Woman can't do that for whatever reason. I think she can in the comic books, but not in the...
Well, Wonder Woman isn't in this universe.
Wonder Woman is... If you're talking about a nihilist, that would be her. She is the nihilist. She does not care.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's just like, can I rape a man? No, I'm not interested. So whatever.
Well, she's been around for thousands of years or so. I don't know how old. And she's been in the shadows, not doing anything. And you're like, what are you trying to accomplish?
She's been part of like the man world for like 100 years because like was it 1917 or something?
Yeah, she falls in love with one man. It rocks her world. She can never love again. It's like, what is going on with you? Like, why are you so heartbroken? You're a god.
Chris Pine must have been one fucking machine in the sheet.
Yeah, he must have provided the greatest sex she's ever... Well, she's never had sex before, so obviously it was amazing. Yeah. But ever since he died, it's like, oh, life is just pointless. It's not okay. You're super fast, super strong, indestructible. You've got all these fighting skills. Like, go do something. Go express yourself. There's that Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's like... The people who have all these talents, they need to use them. They can't just throw them and bury them.
Yeah.
You won't be fulfilled. And she just sits there on her ass looking at sculptures and cleaning. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing with your life? Please stop.
You ever heard Have you ever heard of the Parable of the Talents? It's from a best-selling novel. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but it's pretty famous.
Probably some Jew wrote it. Some Jewish fellow. I don't know.
It's just
Let's keep going.
the DCEU is just a real mess. I can't even begin. If I started, we'd be here for another 8 hours, and unfortunately, I'm not like Wisp. I just can't keep going for that long.
All right, let's go.
More frames are spent showing us how awesome Superman's abs are, how powerful his legs are, and how massive his arms are than there are frames of him actually interacting with everyday people. In the shots of the ship, people are barely visible on top. What's visually important in this frame is the immense weight of an inanimate object, and Superman's unbelievable ability to yank it across ice. Again, hot bod, I'll give you that, Zach. In Batman v Superman, we also get a montage intercut with talking heads on TV who discuss Superman in terms of a messiah, a Jesus figure, as someone who is much more special than we are.
We're talking about a being whose very existence challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior. 90% of people believe in a higher power.
And now we learn that we're not even special in the entire universe because there is Superman.
In the Snyderverse, Superman is often portrayed as above us, and he pulls heavily from Christian imagery. So heavy, I'm drowning in it! But also, Snyder's Superman never speaks to any of the people he saves, never engages with them in any real way. The closest he comes is seeming to yell, "Go, go, go!" as the oil rig workers board the helicopter. The talking heads never mention any of the everyday people either, instead speaking in abstract terms about politics and international law. Superman shows little emotion or concern.
Yeah, this is because Snyder's not that good.
Snyder's a moron.
Yeah.
Snyder is really dumb.
Yeah, this is because like Snyder's thinking like doing something different. It's the fact that he just can't comprehend doing simple things. It's all got to be political and something entwined with Jesus symbols. It's like
Get the science guy who says profound stuff in the movie. It's okay. Go get him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, it's just it's very like surface level symbolism that Zack Snyder goes for, because surface level symbolism to Zack Snyder is fucking deep philosophical fucking jackpot. So.
Now, if the story was about that, with Superman arguing with Batman in that particular scene in the movie, and they're talking about why they are doing what they're doing, that would be at least something to understand their character. But it's instead Superman saying, "The bat is dead, bury it." And you're like, "What the freaking hell is wrong with you?"
This is one of the things about these movies, is the fact that for all the supposed intellect, it's still just a punch 'em up at the end.
It's, I'm Superman, you're Batman. Do what I say or I'll crush you. It's like, what the hell? I must stop you now. Like, what?
Just silly.
All right, here is Francis Ford Coppola. Goddamn, I forgot how self-absorbed and pretentious Batman v Superman was. Also, I don't disagree with Maggie for once. I know. I would have loved to see Superman help and interact with regular people far more for a more humanistic feeling. Instead, we got this. Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm still waiting for that but. That but's coming. I know it's coming. She can't be getting half things correct.
Yeah.
There's got to be a but somewhere.
See, it's been okay so far. We're not, completely.
Oh no, but it's only okay because it's fucking bare basic shit that even I, an uneducated Brit, can understand. I'd already know. So this is not video worthy. What she's saying. This is just people like good characters and good plots. It's like, yes, Maggie, they do.
And the Man of Steel film isn't that hot. Batman v Superman's pretty bad. And all the versions thereof have been pretty bad too. So it's like, yeah, we get you, Maggie. You're right. It's bad, just not for the details you're referring to.
Yeah, it's like, yes, Maggie, you have actually caught up with us 5 years too late. You know.
Bravo. Anyway, we are 2 parts done out of 3, so we're doing well. It feels good.
Or concern when saving lives, but he does show emotion when questioned by someone on TV. As the montage ends with a bleeding heart politician questioning Superman's authority to act.
I'm not saying he shouldn't act. I'm saying he shouldn't act unilaterally.
We get a shot of Clark shaking his head as if to say, nobody appreciates me. So, did the people he saved not thank him? Or is he literally just bummed about what people think of him? Snyder's Superman doesn't seem interested in empathy or human connection at all. In fact, he seems oblivious to human connection. When the crowd lays their hands on him the way people lay their hands on a religious leader, Superman doesn't even look them in their eyes. He doesn't seem interested in the lives of
He's not looking them in their eyes, really? He's
He's just looking at their chest.
She's not wrong.
Is this
She's not wrong.
Is this a scene? It looks like the Mardi Gras or the Day of the Dead sort of parade.
Yeah. The thing is, Maggie's right about him not connecting, but she's just saying the wrong things.
Yes. See, this is what I'm saying. The details she's explaining are off, even though her interpretation's so twisted. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why? What do you mean he's not looking them in their face? Like, what do you want? Do you want a literal cut to his face, then a cut to the other people, and they're staring at each? Like, what do you want, Maggie, to make this work? What's the scene need?
Yeah. But the thing is, this is. I'm trying to figure out what she's actually.
You're baffled. You're baffled. It's a common state of affairs with Miss Fish.
Yeah, because it's just like, after all the videos I've watched of her, everything she's saying is so against what she usually says, and I'm just confused as to why she's like
suddenly saying.
Well, she hasn't said fascism yet. She hasn't said Nazi yet. She hasn't said feminism or sexist
There's not been one mention of Donald Trump. I'm just so confused by what's happening with this video. But the thing is, she's getting basic things right, and I'm like, yes. But it's also like all this can be easily answered as Zack Snyder's not that good a director or filmmaker, and it's like there's nothing deeper than that. Maggie, that's it. And I'm still wondering about the cinematic language, but then again, I've realised that this is part 1 of how many ever she's done. So,
okay, let's go.
Average people. Instead, Snyder's Superman seems drawn to and motivated by displays of power. He's unsatisfied by helping people in need and miffed about what Entertainment Tonight says about the color of his underwear. If a hero doesn't seem to care about human life, then what's the point of them being a hero? But before we get any deeper into Zack Snyder's filmography, I want to modify James Cameron's comment a bit.
Why did she show a scene from Terminator 2?
Zack Cameron made it. That's all I can think of. Or sorry, James Cameron made it.
James, because that was really weird. That really threw me off then. As in, like, if a hero doesn't care, then they show the scene of the T-1000. I'm like, well, no, he doesn't. He's a murderous killing robot. He's not the hero of the film.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was strange.
That's the Maggie I know.
Hey!
Just do random things.
Random shit. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's. Is she gonna bring up the Terminator from Terminator 2 as an uncaring, unfeeling hero compared to Superman? Dear Lord, please don't.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, don't. I have that feeling.
All right. I don't know where she's going. I haven't seen this far, so okay.
Saying that her cinematic language is new is just factually incorrect.
Why?
You could argue that his cinematic language is idiosyncratic.
How so?
You could argue that it's distinct and specific.
In
but
what way?
It simply isn't new.
What do you
Snyder
mean?
draws heavily from all kinds of sources.
Because he
Archetypal
writes
Christian
like he writes
imagery.
a bad dessert. That should have sugar, but he's using salt instead.
Yeah. It's like there should be something else, but he put in too much of this other ingredient. Like, hey, what if instead of sugar we used flour? No one will tell the difference. You're like, wait a second, why? Why would you do that? No.
And you're just like...
It's like Superman is your grandmother making chocolate soup with croutons. And accidentally, when she wanted to put the sugar in, she took salt. That happened once to my grandmother. That's irrecoverable.
I've never heard of chocolate soup.
Yeah.
Well, then you haven't lived.
Oh my God, you're right.
What? Oh, okay then.
I agree.
It's like chocolate pudding, just thinner and soupy and
Wow.
and warm.
Holy crap. Chocolate soup. I gotta write that down. Chocolate soup. Holy shit. I've had chocolate fondue. I've had chocolate pudding. I've had chocolate ganache. I've had all kinds of chocolate icing from cakes.
It's the first and probably only good thing I ever had in kindergarten after the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Oh. It was like not like chocolate gazpacho then.
No. Before that, we had every day, an overcooked. I don't know what you call that. Red kraut. I don't know what you call that in English.
A red sausage.
No.
I don't know.
Kraut stuff that's red. That you for grown-ups that you sometimes use a wine sauce with.
Beets?
No, not beets.
Red cabbage?
Maybe that's the name. I don't know. We had that
What,
every day,
was like...
every other day, and it was horribly overcooked.
Oh, okay. I've had a bed of red cabbage on a lot of German dishes that I go to German restaurants where I used to. So, and they're actually really good. The red cabbage is fantastic.
Yeah, when you do it right.
Yeah. I actually have pictures to prove it. It's pretty good.
And then the wall fell and we had chocolate soup, and I told my grandma of it. And she made it out once in a while, and it was great.
Chocolate soup, holy crap!
With croutons.
Oh, well,
when it just starts to cool down, when you have it on your plate, and it's getting this very light bit of skin.
Yes, skim. Right.
And then the kids love to just blow into the little where the bubbles were,
right.
Blow into that, and it blows up the skin on the chocolate soup.
Yeah, the layer of fat is curdles. Yeah,
it's just funny.
Interesting.
It's when kids play with their food and it's actually funny.
Well, it's chocolate. Hell, I'd play with my chocolate food.
Much better. And don't make it with salt. That doesn't work.
No.
And Zack Snyder made the chocolate soup with salt.
You could put salt, rock salt, on top maybe, but not in the soup. Why? Because salt and chocolate work fantastic. If you ever have a chocolate torte, and you have rock salt on top of the chocolate torte with a blueberry sauce or a raspberry sauce, fantastic. Not in the torte though, not part of making it. No, on top. You gotta try that with ice cream too. It works very well. Anyway, back.
I know honey works with salt, but that's
honey is dangerous.
I found it out by accident, and depends on the honey.
Yes,
but
for sure.
Just take a piece of toast.
I would say
some butter on it, put some honey on it, and then just a tiny amount of salt.
I would go the extra mile and buy the expensive honeycomb, and that way you can control how much honey you want because the comb can break apart neatly. It's so good. If you guys have not bought honeycomb, it's a bit pricey, but that is like, if you like sweet things and you don't want to complicate the sugar, honeycomb is pure sugar. So it's a treat, but be very careful with it, like any expensive ingredient. So
anyway, don't make your chocolate soup with salt like Zack Snyder does.
Okay, good talk.
Renaissance. Comic book style visuals derived from comic books. Pre and early modern.
Okay, so everything she just said is like Frank Miller. That's it.
Yeah.
Just he uses Frank Miller comic books to make his movies. Like, yeah, you're right. That's what he does.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Legends such as King Arthur and Alexander the Great.
Blade that cut the Gordian knot.
Running zombies, which at the time was a novel idea derived from movies like 28 Days Later. Even the slow-mo style that Snyder is arguably most well known for is derived from the works of the Wachowski sisters, who developed their techniques years before Snyder made 300.
Was slow motion used before Matrix?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So no, then,
they just used a camera technique that is attributed to them, but honestly, I've seen the same trick before in God, what was it? Not Wing Commander. Forgot the name of the. Was it Wing Commander?
As in what?
No. Was a movie also in the late 90s.
Really?
And it used for the warp jump. It used the same technique. It's just that it didn't move. The cameras went aligned in a different height. It was just going around.
Yeah.
But it was the same camera technique, and so it wasn't invented by the Wachowski siblings.
I think what they got more famous for was the bullet time, with the bullets going through slow motion.
Right. It was a combination of CGI and practical camera. Like, they used actual cameras, not video cameras, but cameras to capture that high speed. Because they put a semicircle or pretty much almost a complete circle. Put a series of high speed cameras capturing each shot. So they show the actual scene is pretty much Keanu, and he's doing his flailing around for a second or two, but that's the whole, like, less than a few milliseconds. That's the whole angle of that rotation. So it's it's cool, and you see that now in films a lot. You see that in anime. It's in the Fate Zero anime as well. Even though it's all 2D drawn, they have a 3D environment, and they spin the camera around as they're fighting. So yeah, they popularized it, but the slow-mo camera has been done before.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I think it might have been. I'm just looking up.
I feel like Alex Taylor's gonna jump into chat.
Yeah, I think it might have been the Wing Commander movie.
Really, Wing Commander?
Well, what happens in the movie? What can you remember from the movie? And I can tell you whether it is the Wing Commander movie.
I never watched it.
Oh yeah, Sam Carabas. That's the actor names.
Babylon 5.
The guy who played the one who went into the science department in Starship Troopers.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
And Bruce Boxleitner in there?
Oh god, you're asking questions.
What, in the Wing Commander movie? I don't think he's in it.
He's in the game.
Wing Commander movie. In the movie, you had what was it, David Suchet as well in it.
Really?
Tomorrow. Yeah, he's in the Wing Commander movie. Yeah. Yeah. It also had, I think it also had what else did it have in it? The Wing Commander movie. I'm sure Freddie Prinze Jr. was in it.
Yeah, he was. Played First Lieutenant Christopher Maverick Blair.
Man, I gotta watch that.
It's
Wing Command fans of the games didn't like the movie, that I can tell you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, let's have a look here. You've got cast. What's his name? Matthew Lillard, is it? Who went on to play Shaggy in the movies? Coincidentally with Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
But I
here
think if you remove the whole Wing Commander thing, I'd say it's an underrated sci-fi movie. I think it's an okay
Malcolm
movie.
McDowell was there.
Malcolm, he's in a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
Saffron Burrows. Whatever happened to her?
Saffron.
It was a commercial failure.
Yeah, for sure.
God, budget $30 million, box office 11.6 million. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
great IMDb. You got worse. I can't tell who these people are with the names from your stupid new make it look like social media with the circle pictures. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
it is
All
kind
right.
of stupid. Yeah.
Just keep
Mark
going.
Hamill is actually uncredited in this movie as the voice of Merlin.
Oh, really?
Really? Mark Hamill played Merlin? I had no idea.
Well, the voice of Merlin in the movie, but yeah. Anyway, continue with Maggie.
What I just wanted to say that the Wing Commander movie did that very effect. That Matrix was so praised for in the same year, where the iconic scene of Neo and Smith on the roof. Smith shoots, Neo does the movement of dodging while he's standing, and the camera's going around. And Wing Commander did the same thing for the warp jump, just without further movement. It was just a still. That's the only difference. The difference is that the Matrix movie used an ongoing frame with every camera, while Wing Commander just stayed in the same second, in the same frame.
All right. Here's Mike Testa. First Smud, now Wisp. Do you guys not know his name? It's
Whose name?
I don't know. This was a while ago. So, Mike Testa again. It's the Wachowski brothers, not sisters. I refuse. All right, that's fair.
That's why I say siblings, because one of them is definitely not trans.
Yeah, well.
That's just a cross-dresser who's there because my sister's getting all the attention now. Nobody's looking at me anymore, and so the barrel man is putting on a wig and a dress. And fuck off, no.
Here is Otaku Sage. We were speaking just yesterday on the Smudcast. Fate Zero is a masterpiece. Okay, it's a good anime. It's entertaining. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece though. Very very good high quality animation for sure. So.
Okay, I just never knew where to get into Fate because when Fate started to come out, I was it's one of these big things. Oh, I'll watch it later. And the next time I looked, there were like 4 animes of it in different places. In
Fate Zero
time
is the best.
or universe. I don't know.
Yeah, out of all the 7 or 8 of them right now, just watch Fate Zero.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is this turning into Macross?
It is.
I will say.
Yes, it's turning to Macross. Yes.
I will say one thing: never refer to something as a masterpiece, because we went through a video where someone called something a masterpiece, and then they spent like 20 minutes explaining how it wasn't a masterpiece, and it's like, well, so be very careful with that word.
Is Monty Python's Holy Grail a masterpiece?
Yes.
Nah, I don't know.
It
yes. It is hilarious.
It's very high
It's
on
a
the level
masterpiece
of being
of great
good.
stuff.
It is very good. How's that? I don't know. I can't
very,
gauge
very
comedy.
High quality comedy.
Yeah, comedy is. I mean, I don't have because every piece of comedy is like every comedian. They're all their own unique brand of humor and jokes and whatever. And you can categorize the style of jokes, but you can't categorize the jokes themselves. So I would say it's British humor done well.
Comedy is very hard. Yeah, comedy is very difficult to pinpoint with like comedy is very subjective.
I would say so.
Very subjective.
There's lots of elements to it that are hard to properly assess. So anyway, we are almost done this video. We got a few more minutes, and you know what? Again, I said this. We're doing okay. The video's not bad. So
it's only
it's not Maggie Mae Fish level.
I feel that part 2 is probably where we'd get most.
How old is this video?
Let me check. It is
25 years ago.
June 2020. last year.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Is there
part
certain
one.
times where content improves and like waxing and waning?
It's not that it's improved; it's just less insane.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is there a time like did she change her meds or something? I don't know.
What was this video done on her time of the month or something? I don't know what's happening.
Maybe she just had an amazing orgasm the day before she started writing.
I would have used the word epiphany, Smud, but okay, orgasm could easily.
I don't think there's any information we can give her brain that would change her ways. I don't think it's we're past teaching this lady anything. It's all about the feelings at this point. So if she has some pleasurable experience, I don't know, she pet a dog or something. That might. She
saved a cat from a tree.
She saved it. Yeah. I wouldn't throw that past her. That would do it. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw a cat past her either.
throw a cat at her. All right, here's Tyler Preston.
The thing is, though, sorry, just say this one thing. It's part one, so maybe this is like to lure people in, and part two is the really crazy fascist Donald Trump.
We do know her love or craziness obsession with Zach, so we already saw that video, and that was weird. So, yeah, no, she probably has more to say about Zach.
Yeah, that was actually her preamble to this series.
Yeah.
The makeup tutorial was a preamble for this series. This is where she's officially getting into things.
Right. All right, here is Tyler Preston. I'm pretty sure that the Wachowskis just copied from one of John Woo's movies with the slow-mo shots, just like they did with multiple animes. They definitely were inspired by John Woo. That's no question, yeah. It's a very, very... Because the action and the style of action is very John Woo-like. The difference is I think they count their bullets. I can't recall. In John Woo movies, they don't count their bullets.
No.
Sadly.
No. Oh, no.
That revolver is just...
Then they might run out of bullets, Mod.
Yeah, they're just...
We can't have people running out of ammo.
There is copper just lining the ground, and you don't know where it came from. Just like, how did all these shell casings hit the ground? I have no idea.
It's just tons of copper plates.
It's like bing, 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 bing. You're like flipping over all these cylinders. Just.
It's like that scene from Hot Shots Part 2, where he's just like waist deep in bullets, in bullet casing, and that's just John Woo movies constantly.
Yeah. But it's always the Glock. It's always the Glock style guns. It's just like constant. And they're like cannons. They're like freaking pieces of. It's like. It's not just like a little click boom. It's. Like holy gee. Loud.
It's the Glock. It's the Glock with the shotgun attached.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Anyway.
300. Out of the 9 films Snyder has directed, all but 1 have been adaptations of established intellectual properties, and the only one of his films that has been an undeniable flop also happens to be the only one that was based on an original Zack Snyder idea. Well, Snyder himself apparently described it as Alice in Wonderland with machine guns, so even he admits that that one's derivative. This idea that a great artist has to be doing something new is really a byproduct of the capitalist obsession with perceived advancement.
And there it is. There it is.
What?
There it is. Fucking hell.
I'm sorry, I'm too tired. What did she say?
Let's rewind.
Oh, Jesus.
The fascination with new ideas is a byproduct of capitalism.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Something new is really a byproduct of the capitalist obsession with perceived advancement. We always need that new product, that shiny new thing that we can claim is so different from everything else that came.
That has nothing to do with capitalism, honey. Nothing.
Wow. What the where? Why? I mean, I know I was like saying she's good. This is her massive butt moment. This is the moment I've been waiting for all video, and I was hoping it wouldn't actually happen. But here we are. How many minutes do we have left, by the way?
A few, but this is kind of odd. She just said how much all of Zach's work is derivative, and you're like, And then she says, well, this problem really stems from capitalism wanting something new. If it's new, it's not derivative. If it's original, it's not derivative.
Hold on. If the only thing...
I don't think she's saying that. She's saying that people's obsession with... Okay.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. She's saying that we've got an obsession with new things, yet the only one that's failed is Zack Snyder's new idea.
Yeah.
He's copied everything else. So Zack Snyder proves her point wrong with this. There's no reason for her to go down this thing. There's no reason for her to say this because the point doesn't stand with the evidence she's just shown. You can talk now, Don. Don't worry.
Well, I was just thinking, like, I think that she's saying that, like, we think that it's new because it's as we live in a capital society.
That's
Maggie,
stupid.
aren't you the one who jumps giddily at every new Cats content?
Also, just a heads up, we can't skip the credits of the video. Smud.
Why?
Supposedly,
because
she says something really silly that aged horribly.
All right. Sounds good. Let's
go.
Cool.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Which is worse than capitalism.
Okay.
Look at that frame. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Fucking Christ.
Holy
Oh! Wow, that's creepy.
Wow.
That is really creepy.
That's
like really creepy.
That's piercing my soul. I'm frightened.
Let's go. I don't want to watch this anymore.
This is not someone you want to sit at a bar with.
No, unless you're drunk and not looking at her direction, so you're good.
Unless you like
Superman, but she will accidentally bite off one of your appendages.
Maybe there's a mirror at the bar, like looking away from the mirror. It's like, I'm not looking in that general direction.
Dude, they were at cons, borderline girls that there was one very extreme case who bit so hard into the arm of her crush who rejected her that she bit out a chunk of his muscle.
Ow!
Wow.
So when you said borderline girls, that's borderline
dangerous.
schizophrenic, right?
What?
When you said borderline girls, that's borderline schizophrenic, right?
No, borderline is borderline. There are different combinations of the symptoms, but they're all highly irrational. They all live in their own fantasy world. They will persecute you for something that you did in their dreams, and state that it was in their dreams. That level of insanity, and they are completely driven by emotion. Not there's no the basic treatment that they get in clinics is called DBT. That's dialectical behavioral therapy. That's not a normal psychotherapy you get. If you look up DBT and just read through the so-called skills that they teach, it's the basic rationality rules that every normal child develops naturally in preteens and at the very late, at the least in teenage years. That is, and these people lack that completely. And it's like ask yourself whether your emotion, the emotion that you have, makes sense or whether you got something wrong. So the literal part of DBT, and this is important in regards to this SJW nonsense where everything's subjective and but my feelings are facts. Yes, the feeling that you have is a fact. You have that feeling right now, but did your subconscious draw the correct conclusions to trigger this emotion? That is the question that you have to ask yourself, because your feeling can actually be wrong. You can have the wrong feeling for the situation because you got the situation wrong. That's what is taught. And so what this SJW nonsense does is essentially the opposite of therapy for cluster B types.
All right.
Which are in high numbers among them. Maggie, however, I'm not. I don't think she's a borderline case, but her face right now just reminds me of that. Because borderliners look at you with these eyes and this smile. That's that.
Right.
The hard cases you can spot like that.
I want to get off this.
They look like that.
I want to get off this frame. So.
And I know. I think with her there's something schizoid going on because she's drawing these weird connections between things that aren't there.
Yes, I agree.
Just this face just there's a lot of memories coming up that I don't want to have.
Okay. Holy jeez. Guys, do not approach this at the bar, okay? Just don't bother. Don't even go near. Anyway.
No, don't.
Here we go.
That you just gotta buy it. Proclaiming that a director is creating a new cinematic language and that nobody has ever done this before is usually just marketing talk. And it's anti-intellectual. It discourages people
Maggie,
from
you're not the one who should use
Wait,
that word against anyone.
What? Why? Marketing is anti-intellectual.
Well, I would agree. A lot of that directors and producers, oh, this is a great new director, a great new author, yada yada. Fine, it's mostly marketing anyway. But to say it's anti-intellectual is like, wait a second, let's slow down. That's a bit.
Yeah, it's actually quite marketing is quite intellectual because you have to find a way to convince people what you're selling.
That they want what you're selling them.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be smart enough to convince people, and idiots can't convince a lot of people. I'm just going to mention that. Hence why Maggie fails to convince me on a regular basis.
Yeah, this is just anti-intellectual is not a word she should accuse others of.
Yeah, but this is a very snobby phrase. People who use the word intellectual or anti-intellectual are usually stuck up their own arses about how smart they are.
That's why I say pseudo-intellectual.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, they say that as an insult. They say, "Oh, you're one of those anti-intellectual YouTubers." Like, what does that even mean? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, it's like good. It's like, thank God I'm not a prick. Oh God, I mean, I'm really happy about that. Please tell me how I'm not like one of the worst types of people on the planet. Thank you. Praise me more. But yeah, doesn't sit right with me. It's just anyway. We can continue.
Okay.
Going off on a rant.
Do it.
Director's influences because it suggests that there were no influences, that their film simply sprang out of thin air fully developed. It discourages people from being curious about film history and how film evolved over time. It encourages people to buy a ticket to whatever the most recent block.
Not really.
Yes, because that's marketing, you thick fuck. What
marketing
the fuck
would
are we
do
talking?
it. But the idea that because some director said something, therefore it's good is like, no, that's not how that works. And it would encourage me, you know what? James Cameron Avatar 2 is going to be spectacular. I never saw the first one, didn't care to. Don't care to see the second one. I just don't, like, nothing's going to change my mind.
But it's just marketing.
Yeah.
I don't know what... You buy a ticket to the new movie? Yeah. God, you anti-intellectual. Why? Am I allowed to go to the cinema whenever I want to go?
Avatar 2, the most intellectual film of the 20th century. It's like,
Avatar 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, because we all agree that The Last Jedi was really intellectual.
Oh God!
So we should have all bought a ticket to that. Like, what the? Don't tell me what movies I should and shouldn't watch, Maggie. Your movie taste, your knowledge of movies is like terrible. You think RoboCop's fucking transgender? I mean, come on.
Only when compared.
I've seen your videos about cats. You're fucking insane.
Yeah,
I've seen your video about fucking Kirk Cameron. What the fuck? You think Kirk Cameron Saves Christmas is like Star Trek V, The Final Frontier? What the fuck?
Maggie, when you call RoboCop transgender, you shouldn't call other people anti-intellectual.
Wait, when you're
You shouldn't tell me what I should spend my money on because, bitch, you don't know fuck all about anything. You are insane.
When you start comparing a film to a pornography, because there's some sort of analogy.
Club with Behind the Green Door because in one sentence in a book, and not even in a movie, there was a green door somewhere. So you found a 1971 porno called Behind the Green Door. What the fuck? What the fuck is all this about intellectual stuff? This is ridiculous. How can you be like this? I watched your cat's video. What the fuck?
She's insane.
Oh, the cat's video is the best.
She is insane.
God.
But you can't just say, ooh, look at you, you're stupid because you just buy tickets to the next big movie.
Yeah, the cat's video is like watching Curio every day when he makes a video. It's like, oh, she's dressing up as a cat. Why? She's a lunatic. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that it makes people not want to learn about movies. It's like, no, your videos make people not want to learn about movies because they think everyone who learns about movies ends up like you. Fucking insane.
I can only imagine the people in the comments of Maggie Mae Fish's videos don't know or have never seen cinema before. Like, they don't know a thing. And they go to her videos, they go, oh, wow, she knows insight into this director I've never heard of before. As if you should to go see
She's mentioned a book
that
it's like,
someone wrote.
You know what? Instead of watching video essayists like Maggie Mae Fish or any of the bread tubers, you use that very time to watch the actual movie that someone is talking about, or you read the actual book that any of these people are talking about, or the book from the other side, the counter to that, instead of watching these fucking people who themselves haven't read or watched anything, or when they did, they're people like Maggie who don't seem to be capable of making sense.
Yeah, this is very weird.
Just
Weird.
Instead of watching these people, watch the fucking actual stuff yourself.
I mean, imagine calling someone anti-intellectual for buying a movie ticket, and you're Maggie going, the way that Murphy looks into the reflection, the way that Murphy moves forward to kiss the vision of his wife implies that he wants to transition into a woman. Imagine saying that as a sentence, then having the nerve to call someone else anti-intellectual. I mean, that's...
Was that her actual words?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
How is she still alive and didn't run into a pine tree or something?
You're implying she hasn't done that multiple times already.
Hopefully she lives somewhere with very few pine trees, and that's the only reason she's managed to live for so long. If she moved to
because if she made it past the pine tree barrier, she'd run into poisonous cacti.
It's probably something more like a palm tree with the coconuts bashing her on the top of her skull.
Oh no! Then she would be dead because people die of coconut.
This is the example of people not dying from coconut bashing.
The reason why people die from coconuts is because the coconut damages the person's brain. Now, if you're like Maggie and you don't have a brain, you're pretty safe. So, she's pretty much invincible against coconuts.
Anyway.
I think she's an idiot. I think she's an idiot because she literally brought up Star Trek V because Captain Kirk has the same name as Kirk Cameron, and there was no reason to ever bring that movie up in any serious discussion about a Kirk Cameron movie.
So, Hawk, you're just reminiscing on all...
Any serious discussion, period.
Yeah, we're just reminiscing on all the things that she has said over the months that we've covered her. So... And it's crazy.
Kirk Cameron is also part of the same group of the people who run Hobby Lobby, and Hobby Lobby pays like stuff to stop abortions and steals Iraqi artifacts. I'm like, well, okay, where are we now?
Anyway, let's keep going. We have 2 minutes left. Apparently, there's credits, so I'll say that's roughly 30 seconds.
There's something even crazier than what she said. Fuck me, this is amazing.
So the last 2 minutes of any Maggie Mae Fish, or any video really that we cover, these guys are the craziest.
Yeah, I know, they're crazy.
So we'll just see what's in store for us.
It's like it's like a movie, and this is the peak.
Yeah.
And then we get the epilogue.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we start off making these films like taking the medication, and then by the time they finish, the medication's worn off, and they're just saying whatever comes into their heads. And it's like, you can imagine that when they finish recording, like a bunch of doctors and nurses burst into the room and like sedate them or something, and they're like foaming at the mouth. So it's just...
All right, let's go.
Because it's new. Acknowledging that Stanley Kubrick owed a huge debt to the cinematic grammar of Max Ophuls doesn't diminish the work of Stanley Kubrick. Acknowledging that David Fincher borrowed imagery from Krzysztof Kieslowski's film Red does not diminish the visual impact of Fight Club. Acknowledging that James Cameron's Terminator borrowed so heavily from the works of Harlan Ellison that the studio was forced to add a credit to Ellison at the end of the movie doesn't make Terminator any less entertaining or relevant. But that last example...
So what's your point?
You think that because capitalism?
Yeah, but
I don't get it.
We weren't arguing that Zack Snyder's thing's bad because he takes references. We argue that Zack Snyder's things are bad because they're fucking bad. I don't...
Yeah, that whole thing with Harlan Ellison, he sued James Cameron. He won the suit, and he did get money, but originally all he asked for was his name in the credits. And he got that as well as like $80,000 or whatever the hell it was at the time, which was a lot of money back then.
What's the fucking point of this? Is people copy stuff? Yes, we know.
Yes.
It's just that when it's blatant plagiarism that we have a bit of an issue with, where it's quite clear them deliberately like copying the stuff word for word, pretty much, not just taking inspiration.
Yeah, the book specifically was Demon with a Glass Hand. That was part of an interpretation of, I think, The Outer Limits in like the 60s or 70s for Harlan Ellison, which heavily inspired Terminator. Harlan Ellison sued that, and James Cameron admitted to being inspired, so he won the suit. It's very straightforward, not a big deal. James Cameron should have just given him what he wanted. Because Harlan Ellison's a nice guy, relatively speaking, compared to if you piss him off or not. So, this happens a lot in stories in Hollywood.
It's just very, very strange argument that's just coming up here, and I'm just...
Nothing's original. Thanks, Maggie. We get it. Let's go.
Yeah, nothing's original.
We already knew this.
Yeah.
Humans have existed for been storytelling for over 1,000 years. Yeah, we're gonna go through all types of stories pretty quickly.
Yeah, all of our ideas.
The oldest hero story is Marduk.
All of
the known ones.
Yeah, all of our ideas are ideas we've heard from other people or amalgamations of ideas from those other people as well. It's all they are. It's called the Golden Mountain from David Hume. It's not a big deal. We get it.
Explain James Cameron's motivation to describe particular movies as entirely new. New is also a concept that's applied differently to different groups of people. Young, cis, white male director.
Oh God.
Oh, what the fucking hell? Where did this come from?
Yeah, we have it. There we have it, folks.
What the hell, you sexist bitch?
Right, I'm gonna say this. I'm actually trying to keep my voice down because my girlfriend's actually upstairs asleep and I don't want to wake her up. But fucking hell, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is young cis white males?
You know how we get angry about
the word new means new.
We get pissed that writers or directors put in this shit in their stories. Here's Maggie putting this shit into her analysis for no reason. It just pops out of nowhere. It's unnecessary. It's sad, and again, we don't need it.
Stupid point. But this is something. Yeah, like you said, there is no reason for that sentence to exist in the world.
She could have said,
let's vilify perfectly normal people. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, right. I don't like Zack Snyder. I think there's a lot of things wrong with him, with how with his worldview with things. But I wouldn't say I don't like him because he's a cis white male. I'm like, no, I just don't like the fact that he does come across as someone. He makes bad movies, and then when he talks about morally good characters, he seems to not understand the moral compass. He seems to think that with enough power, people will just murder each other. It's like, okay, that's kind of a bit freaks me out a little bit. But I wouldn't say because I hate him because he's
but that's an individual thing. What she's doing is insult people due to immutable characteristics. That's what evil people do, Maggie. That's what Nazis do.
Yeah. Also, I don't care about the sexuality of a director or the colour of their skin. Just make a good movie. I don't care.
all right, 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes. We're good.
Jesus
Christ. For being new, called prodigies, and handed reins to huge movie franchises, while young female and otherwise diverse directors are denied the same opportunities.
No, it's not about denial. You bloody idiot.
That's bullshit because that's bullshit. That's literal bullshit. That's the biggest pile of bullshit since Danny bullshitted his way into the bullshit competition.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Even if and for her worldview, you have to reduce the world to the United States. There's no other way you could even try to make that argument.
Yeah,
but even then, it is wrong. Even then, it is wrong.
Yeah.
I want examples.
And the easiest counter argument is not just TNG, but even more so Stargate SG-1, where there is an episode that's every actor from the main cast has written or directed at least one episode.
I just want examples of what the hell she's talking about. I don't like these blanket statements with no reference. It's just stupid. You could say, well, then aliens can't come to Earth because we are not accepting of them. It's like, what the freaking hell are you talking about?
Maggie, you think like a Nazi. You're as racist and sexist as you think Nazis are.
Let's blame the young cis white males for
evil, psychotic woman.
Yeah, let's blame these gentlemen.
Do you remember when James Cameron's ex-wife won an Oscar for Hurt Locker? Do you remember that?
I wonder how she got the opportunity. I wonder
how she got the opportunity.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's almost like Hollywood's a big club, and like you've got to, it's about who you know, not what you know.
This is like every job ever, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I know. I'm just pointing it out as in like it's not about being.
Hollywood is incredibly nepotistic. Hollywood is incredibly nepotistic.
It's you know what we call it inbred. It's very inbred. It's everyone's inbred, incestuous, however you'd like to do it. It's like everyone's fucked each other, been fucked by each other, and everyone's slightly related to each other somewhere, somehow. I mean, there's most actors have got family who's been, in the business for decades and stuff. Somewhere down the line, it's crazy, but this is just a very strange point, considering the fact that if you look at all the directors being given chances now, they're all bloody tick box minority shit.
Anyway,
whatever. I mean, yeah, fucking hell. Anyway.
Let's try and keep going. We're going to be here for a while if this keeps going. So.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
When you apply new to them, it means unexperienced or underqualified. Can't trust a young woman to direct a Star Wars, but let's give it to Josh Trank. Snyder's cinematic language may not be new, but it is powerful. It's powerful enough to take this warm, hopeful character of Superman and make him feel, well, distant, unconnected to humanity, not walking among us, but hovering above us. This feeling is echoed not just in the visual style and the stilted dialogue, but even in the use of Superman's symbology itself.
What's the S stand for?
Oh, fuck off. Hope starts with a H. Stupid.
So while I wouldn't really use the word new to describe
Maybe Kryptonian
any
maybe
director's
Kryptonians
work, we can describe Snyder's work
Dyslexia.
as distinct and specific. But that leaves us with another question. What is he saying with his work, distinctly and specifically? So grab your Snyder to English dictionary and join me next time for a close reading of the works of Zachary Edward Snyder as we enter the Snyderverse. Thanks for watching! If you want to support my channel, you can find my Patreon info below, but especially right now, if you have any extra money to spare, I encourage you to donate to one of the organizations that I'll link below. And please get involved, engage with your local city council, and check out local organizations that could use your help. Black Lives Matter, thanks again, and save Martha.
Shut the fuck up. Wow, okay.
Black Lives Matter, all cops are bad. I'm a virtue signaler.
You fuck off, Maggie.
Maggie, why should I listen to a racist like you to donate to a racist organization?
Wow, that end of that video, wow.
Donate to communists so they can buy mansions.
What's the stream memes? I need stream memes.
All right, let's keep going. Here's some donations, and we'll get the stream memes right after that. Mike Testa, as always. Wisp called Zack Snyder Jack Snyder. Okay, thank you.
I don't think I do.
I don't know. Wisp, that could have happened.
Maybe so either I have hiccups or Mike Testa isn't hearing right.
No, Maggie said Jack Snyder.
All right. Smud can pick up that phone because I called it, and that was the reference to her saying crazy shit near the end. And again, I haven't seen the full video, but it was doing so well, wasn't it? Until we got that point. The 2-minute mark. We can never go wrong. All right, one more. Francis Ford Coppola. Jesus, you didn't just become a director because you're a white guy. You became a director if you A, have rich friends, B, show your worth by shooting low-budget content, commercials, indie shorts, etc. That's true. Does she know how many movies Hollywood turns down? Yes. You have to prove yourself with small-time stuff before you do the big stuff. That's how it goes. All right. Let's do this.
Let's get some fucking memes out of the way because my head's just like gone. I didn't even hear half those super chats, by the way.
Alrighty. Stream memes. Alright, here's one at... Where are we? What is happening here? Okay. Yesterday at 8:47. There's all kinds of memes from yesterday. I don't know why. Bearserker was doing that.
Yeah.
Here's Mike Testa yesterday at 9:06. These are all the Luffy stuff from yesterday. Brazil doesn't exist. What the hell? What is happening? Here?
Matthias is from Brazil. Matthias is from Brazil, and Brazil doesn't exist. It's a shadow realm.
Oh. Anonymous asexual, your ace. I'm not going to play that, but thank you.
No.
Thank you, Zelda lover. Here. Oh my God! There. Oh wow.
That is.
Yeah. Wouldn't you see it? Wouldn't you see
Wow.
it?
Holy crap!
This is uncanny.
That is amazing.
This is extremely. Wow.
It is. It is
Yeah.
perfect.
This is hard to believe to look at that this is real.
Yeah, I know. This is just like. Oh.
That is Kyle. Sorry, who's this? Kyle the Vampire God. You are a vampire god.
God.
That is amazing.
God, yeah, that's just. I can't stop looking at it.
Oh God, yeah. I'm gonna have to dethrone Bearserker. This is perfect. This is the best meme I have ever seen.
Oh, Bears is not going to be happy about
I'm
that.
just saying for the day. I mean, I'm sure he'll try harder tomorrow, but holy.
Wait, hold on. That's the first. This is the first meme. I'm sure Bears has got better memes as we go along.
Oh no, his memes are great. I'm just saying this tops everything I've seen.
Everything.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Before.
No offense to anyone making memes. I know you guys try hard and do a good job, but this is holy. All right, it sure is a nice day today.
This is a piece of art. This is a work of art.
Oh yeah, Bears is a huge Superman fan.
Yeah, I know.
He really hates that movie.
Don't we all? Mike Testa, the next Hitler according to Hawk. Oh my God. Jeez. Mark in 3D. Hey, Mark, bastard, how many more insane takes do you have? How many slices of cheese have you eaten?
I get that reference as well now.
Yeah.
I understood that reference.
I like that you took the effort to put a face behind the finger.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, that's
Mark puts the
Mark's
extra
good at this.
time and love into his work. Here's Bearserker, and okay. I like how he's eating a pie with a spoon, or how is he eating that pie?
It's a British thing. I see.
you hold your spoon with all your fingers, Erica.
Yes.
Who's the monkey in this photo? I don't know. Did you vet this video right? Of course, although I was doing other things at the same time. Yeah. And my $1 million by the beach escape house, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's me in Florida. all my Mike testimony, I just threw it into water surfing.
It's just great. It's just
gorgeous,
how
Rex.
I actually imagine.
Here's Mike Test again. Careful what you wish for. What the frickin' hell is this? What is this? Who is this? What is going on here?
Hawk kneeling before Quentin, prepared to be killed, I guess.
I guess? I don't know the scenario, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah. Interesting. Aura Master D3X. It was me. Islam's thought process when making the Quran. It's me, Austin. It was me all along.
It was me all along.
Oh no, man.
Berserker again? That's great.
Yeah, that's a real good one.
Magtrick
Mateman.
Very good.
I love how I'm new Hawk, apparently.
You're new Hawk, really?
Well, because Dunn was
look
saying
at-
stuff, and
look at
people are like, yeah, that's what Hawk is. I'm like, no, Dunn said that. What are you on about?
Okay, Mateus. Hawk, who is this guy? That's who is that? Benedict Cumberbatch, I think.
It's Benedict.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch, bro.
No, I never call him by his real name. I always try and think up something insane for his last name. I literally will call Benedict Karangabang something completely different to what his actual surname is.
The Gestapo, right? This is what Cedar meant, right? What the hell is this?
It's supposed to be.
What is
Meanwhile, London. So
I'm not sure what that is.
I wish I did have a bowling alley in my. I wish I did have a bowling alley in my house. That would be interesting. But I'm just playing Doom Eternal. Well, Doom actually.
Okay. I don't understand what that is, but all right. Meanwhile, on the Dunn side of the podcast, woo! What he saw, what Hawk saw. Wow.
Is that space turtles, reptile aliens? What was
A Jewish man attacking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a Jew attacking Benedict Karangashongabongadonga.
What would be worse, the Jewish world conspiracy being real, or the reptile space alien conspiracy being real?
Probably the Jews, because then the progressives would be really angry if there's a lot of Jews.
Well, yeah, they teach all the aliens how to be efficient at banking. That's how they hide themselves from the rest of the world.
What would it be like if they actually fought?
Oh, the next meme is so wrong. You, sir, made that meme way too early.
Or a Master D3X. This video is in terms of Maggie insanity. Mild Maggie sauce. Yeah, no. I think he's right. I think it's not too crazy.
Yeah. Even the crazy at the end.
No.
It's not a usual level of crazy.
Yeah.
If it got up to normal levels.
Yeah, but that was like for a second. That was very brief. It was like,
That was very brief. There was like 4 minutes of
no
cis white male bashing.
She just mentioned it once, and then she just started talking about female directors don't get the opportunities. Like, that's stupid. Come on, Maggie. That's just dumb.
Yes. There's a whole other part as well. So
that's great. Hawk vision.
He does. He looks like a goblin. He just in my head, it's just a goblin.
Mike Testa, have you ever heard of the famous poem Smud? Probably written by some Jew.
That's Jew.
Yeah. It should be famous parable of the talents. I can't remember who made it. Some best-selling author.
There's some Jewish guy writing some stuff together. Yeah, I don't know. What's that book called? Who knows? Here's Eric. Wanted to say howdy. Hello, fellers. Hope the Smudcast is doing well today. Okay, I'll catch you later then. Okay.
Okay, then. I'll catch you later. It's yeah.
Here's Bearserker.
Yeah. Superman good. DCU trash. Simple as. It's North FC.
Oh.
It's the uneducated Brit meme.
Yeah, something like that.
It's what we tried to make out that everyone who voted leave in the referendum were just uneducated people. It's like we just accept it as and we beat you. The uneducated masses beat you.
These uneducated masses had more sense than the self-proclaimed intellectuals.
Okay, what is happening here? HBO hacks? What is...
It's
seals?
a seal clapping. Everyone likes Zack Snyder's Justice League because they clap like seals.
Oh.
Everything but... Mike, listen to what I said, yeah. I actually remembered what I said.
These are approval seals.
Yeah.
They approve.
This is Gorgeous Rex again. Maggie, Superman's connection to humanity seems tenuous. Meanwhile, apparently, the death of Lois is all that it takes to turn him to the dark side.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, there's a few flaws in that future reality. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's just so Lois's death is all that it takes.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I will now destroy humanity. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Can't you love another
You know
woman?
Lois is going to die of old age at some point.
Yeah, and you're going to live
When
for
Superman's-
thousands of years or whatever it is, forever maybe,
Yeah. Mhm.
depending on your version of Superman, of course.
I don't know, how old do Kryptonians get?
It depends. The Alex Ross version, he
It's like-
gets normal
Like
lifespan.
25%?
Yeah, it depends. It really depends. No, some of them are eternal.
55?
Some of them, they live for thousands of years. Some live for a few hundred. It really depends. So, when Smud says Holy Grail is a masterpiece, it's a great, funny. I love it as a kid. I still like it. But is it like the pinnacle of British humor? No, it's not the pinnacle.
What is the pinnacle of British humor?
I would say John Cleese when he was in what's that miniseries? The hotel he was in charge of.
Fawlty Towers.
Fawlty Towers. That's funnier.
Fawlty Towers.
Yes.
It's not a mini series. It's just 2 series.
2 seasons.
2 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Of 6 episodes each. So
That-
12 episodes.
that is
so
absolutely-
quite a long British term.
That is absolutely
Wasn't it
brilliant.
cancelled?
No, it wasn't cancelled. It was more the fact that John Cleese, his first wife, who plays one of the characters in there, they divorced after the first season.
Oh.
And it took him nearly, a couple of years to get back even to on talking terms to do a second season, and they agreed just to do one more.
It is
So,
brilliant. It
This
is absolutely.
is why you never make a thing with your partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do not mix business and personal affairs. I'm speaking as a professional. I've never done this myself, but you know, if you guys want to date, guys,
Yeah.
go to a bar. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't date, like,
Gorgeous, gorgeous. I've been waiting for that massive butt.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Hawk in the background or that's the audience going. Here's Mateus. Marketing is anti-intellectual. What? Yeah.
I still can't believe that's out.
Yeah, that's the dumbest. Like, there's so much effort put into. In fact, you would argue marketing is so smart. It's the best thing we've got, despite having all this crap media. The marketing is always on par. It's always like it's doing the job it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's said to be 50% effective.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Mike Testa, why would it hurt if I landed on your head? Think, Maggie, think. And that is a coconut.
It's a
Maggie's just like, no problem.
Maggie, there's never ever a good picture of Maggie. There's just whatever happens, she never looks good. She always looks
I
insane.
think she's one of these people who can't stop smiling. No matter what
the
happens.
the major problem is when she like smiles with like you see the top with her eyes, you can see the top part of white.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, Maggie, just close your eyes just a little bit more.
Well,
yeah, when you
this-
see
I
the
just
sclera
like-
above or below the iris, that's usually a bad sign.
Yeah.
This is
my suggestion to Maggie is if you could have your photo taken, like close your eyes a little bit more, turn around, switch some lights off, and like lock yourself in a room. You'll get better pictures. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh God!
This is interesting because it has the kid on the bicycle, not the lady who's running away from the crazy person. So it's yeah. So it's like a horror story being scared of another horror story. I'm like, am I the horror story? I don't know. It makes me a little confused. Anyway.
No, I think it's just you being. I think it's just you being logically scared of her.
Oh, okay. It's Maggie Mae Fish Day. She's got some details wrong, but so far so good. Surprise diversity. Whee!
And by the way, that is the Studio Ghibli made Switzerland commissioned anime about Heidi.
Really? They launch her off off a cliff?
No, Heidi is the girl with the brunette girl.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can see the Ghibli style a little bit if you see it more in the animation.
Chocolate plus soup. It's chocolate soup. You know what? I was contemplating the amount of cocoa butter and cocoa solids to make it a liquid as opposed to a gelatin, because once you add certain things, because you're talking about chocolate liqueur, that's what chocolate is. So it's this thick consistency. So in order to liquefy it, you have to water it down a lot. So it's either a lot of heat and then no fats, or a lot of heat and no chocolate solids. So
yeah, there's also something else I just want to say about that meme, but I've just noticed that's really, really cool. If you check the eye, it's actually moving in each frame.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Damn.
That's really good.
Took the effort, my
friend.
friend.
That's really good.
See, Gorgeous Rex.
Top and bottom right.
Oh, this is Jord Kells.
Jord Kells, yeah, Jord Kells has just come out of nowhere. It's like, yep, I've got eye powers.
just flexing. He's like, here's mine. Bam.
Yeah.
He comes back.
He's like, yeah, I've just done that. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, he comes back a year later to do another one. He's like, yeah, I've returned. Racist.
I have returned, mother sucker. I have returned, mother suckers.
Stop the what? Stop the hammering.
It's just done in the background.
Is Dunn building another box, or what's happening there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not building a box currently.
Alright. Gorgeous Rex.
Oh, it's not even building a box, it's just putting some
wood together.
Only white male directors have any good ideas. Oh.
Oh, that is true.
H, the History Channel. This is just weird. It's the guy from the History Channel.
H is
saying H. Yeah.
H is a sloppy seconds meme.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, if you can H, don't be.
Say I'm not the meme emperor again, I dare you.
And you will know that my name is the Lord when I lay my finger upon you.
Alright, Mike Tester for the last one. I wonder what Zach Cameron is up to. It's Zack Snyder. I reckon there are gold in them hills. Did you say silver?
I just love the fact that you.
Are we having chocolate soup tonight?
You just calling him everything, and I'm like, okay, I know who you're on about. I'm not going to correct you.
Yeah. I like that you used Cranky Kong.
Yeah.
Cranky Kong is awesome.
Okay, here's Kyle Rocket. Kyle, the Vampire God's my name. Don't wear it out. Thank you, Kyle. All right, we are done for tonight. Thank you, guys. That was not bad. That was okay. I didn't go crazy. I have a comment to leave on our video. It's only 3 sentences long. I doubt it'll stick, but you never know. I could be shadow banned on YouTube with her as well.
Long.
Well, 3 paragraphs, but I broke it.
I think my response is just, "Dear Lord, stop."
Anyway,
nothing else to say.
Anyway, that was not bad for 3 hours. We finished one, which is always great because we usually never do finish a Maggie Mae Fish video. So thanks guys, thanks chat for sticking around.
It's only 15.
I know, but the first few minutes, the first 7 minutes were like, okay, doing good, doing okay. Few bugs here and there, but other than that, no, I agreed with most of what you said. Just her interpretation was weird. That's about it.
Yeah, Maggie, whatever you did to make that video, keep at it.
Yeah.
That is whatever make that is.
We can forgive
makes you more sane.
We can forgive the stupid SJW bullshit because I think we can't neglect it from her repertoire. It's always going to pop up. So it would have been fascism. Instead, it was sexism and racism. Good for you. Good for you, Maggie. You didn't use the F word. Good for you. So.
Yeah, I pat yourself on the back. Have a cookie. Not using the F word.
All right. Well, thank you very much, folks. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow if we're up to it. If we don't have any hiccups, as we sometimes do. So have a great night. Bye-bye.